graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1, 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm about my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the cheapin' crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play no sports. I play my cards right, now a good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm the back cause everybody rolling with me, K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
All the freshmen come aboard.
High school, champions.
Yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good evening to everyone, and welcome to Kahok Stadium here on the campus of Collinsville High School. It's a Friday night in September, almost October, so you know what that means. Friday night football. My name is Todd Duke. Dr. Chris McCluskey will be along momentarily. We have Glenn Woodcock running the camera for us here tonight as we welcome you into the pregame show as we get ready to get this game going between Collinsville and Althoff High School. Tonight's pregame show brought to you by Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, owned and operated by Dr. Chris McCluskey himself. He and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville. 410 Regency Center is the address. That's just off of the Beltline Road here in Collinsville. Or give them a call at 618-343-3602 or online at chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. Well, Kahawks come into this contest with a record of 3-2 on the year as we are into week number 6. Colton Rhodes is the Kahawk head coach. He's into his third season as that, and he brings with him a record of 20-6. Althoff is coached by Austin Frazier. They are 4-1 on the year, and Frazier is in his fourth year and has a overall record of 14-18. The Kahawks rebounded from their road loss in week number 4 in Mount Vernon with a bang, actually, after roughing up a depleted Granite City team here at Kahawk Stadium last Friday by scoring 7 first-half touchdowns in a 54-0 romp of the Warriors. The Kahawks got a TD on special teams, 2 defensive touchdowns, as they took advantage of 4 Granite City turnovers. The Kahawks defense held the Warriors to only 23 total yards of offense in the game. That included a negative 49 yards in rushing by Granite City. Collinsville quarterback Darren Pinnell hit 7 of 10 passes for 144 yards, 3 touchdowns, all of that in the first half because Darren did not even play in the second half. The Crusaders, well, they had a similar outing at Alton Marquette last week that Collinsville had here at home against Granite City. Althoff handed the Explorers a 42-0 loss. Division I recruit and 4-star athlete Dier Hill Jr., a 6', 180-pound junior, running back ran for 135 yards and 2 touchdowns in that game. Included in that was a 99-yarder all the way to pay dirt. The Crusaders racked up 335 yards of offense on the ground alone in that game last week, 469 yards of total offense. Althoff also lost in week number 4 with a 34-19 loss at home to St. Dominic, also called the Crusaders. They're out of O'Fallon, Missouri. St. Dominic right now, by the way, is undefeated heading into their week number 6 matchup tonight against Springfield Central. So no slouches there as both of these teams rebounded after week 4 losses. I had a chance just a little while ago to catch up with Collinsville head coach Colton Rhodes, and we'll pass that conversation on to you next as the Chiropractic Works pregame show continues here on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Ortho Gold TRT tissue regeneration machine is revolutionary new technology. It's known as a shockwave machine. In the hospital setting, it's lithotripsy. The machine looks sort of like an ultrasound head, but it's much different technology. It drives sound waves into tissue at 3,500 miles an hour. It's a 3 to 5 minute non-invasive treatment. This is revolutionary technology. It's great for acute, which means, injured tissue. New injuries per se, also chronic conditions. We have many people who have canceled knee replacements and shoulder replacements and treated lots of plantar fasciitis, foot, ankle problems. Overall, the Ortho Gold TRT soft wave machine is revolutionary technology. We've been very excited to bring it to our practice, and we've already helped a tremendous amount of people with it, and we're looking forward to helping a lot more.
Are you in need of a new mailbox to go with your new home? How about a new mailbox to replace your old one? Look no further than Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes in Collinsville. From economy to custom, Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes can create a mailbox that suits your needs. Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes is licensed and insured. They use only high-quality materials and offer a satisfaction guarantee policy. Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes can also make your very own axe throwing set, hanging or standing. Whether you need that axe throwing set or a new mailbox, you need Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes in Collinsville. For more information, get a hold of Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes at 618-680-0208 or online at needanewmailbox.com.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from other coaches, teachers, and mentors. Jason Ragg, your Benjamin F. Edwards financial advisor, understands this. That's why Jason Ragg is a proud supporter of your Collinsville Kahawks and the Kahok Sports Network, as well as the Kahok Educator of the Month Award. For all of your investment needs, see financial advisor and investment vice president Jason Ragg at the Benjamin F. Edwards office in Edwardsville at 1012 Plummer Drive, or call Jason Ragg at 618-307-7048, or visit benjaminfedwards.com. Benjamin F. Edwards, members SIPC.
We love to have you come work for the city of Collinsville. We have many positions available, from seasonal jobs to full-time opportunities in many of our departments. From police and fire to Gateway Center, Parks and Recreation, and City Hall. Our employees enjoy great benefits like comprehensive medical plans, paid time off, tuition reimbursement, and more. Visit the city's website, collinsvilleil.org, to apply and learn more about working for the city of Collinsville.
All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number one on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent service staff. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. And of course, All Pro Tees is your destination for everything Collinsville Kahawks. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville at 2240 South Morrison Avenue. Online at allprotees.com. Right across the street from Kahok Stadium. All Pro Tees, 618-344-2200.
My name is Rayshawn Taylor, collegiate basketball player at SIUE. At the end of January, I had an ACL injury. I've been searching for ways to come back as best as I can after the construction. Dr. Chris introduced me to the soft wave machine. I'm gonna be honest, at first I was kind of scared because I didn't want it to shock me and hurt me too bad. and I had heard something about it, and I did my research on it, and it turns out it didn't actually hurt. It just was a good pain. It just finding where it hurts to promote the healing, and that's exactly what it did. I've actually had this surgery before. This time I feel like I'm back on my feet quicker, much faster. I'm much stronger than I was up to this point last time. And honestly, I feel like I could play right now. I'm excited to get back on the court. Thankful that Dr. Chris introduced me to this.
And we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. It is homecoming week here at Collinsville High School, and the homecoming football game taking place tonight as your Collinsville Kahawks get ready to take on the Althoff Crusaders. Joining us now is third-year Collinsville Kahawk football head coach Colton Rhodes. Before we get to football coach stuff, congratulations. The September Educator of the Month, one of our fine sponsors, Jason Regg, and the Edward F. Something like that. I can't remember. He's named you the Educator of the Month.
Yeah, thank you very much. No, it's an honor, especially when you get an award for being an educator and a coach. So it's been a pretty fun week this week with that and homecoming week.
All right, let's go back and talk about the Granite City game. 54-0 wins by you guys, man. 7 first-half touchdowns.
Yeah, no, it felt good. We were kind of firing on all cylinders. Defense got on the board, special teams got on the board, and then offense got on the board too. So you love to see that. You love to be able to put points on the board in a hurry.
I was just going to mention the special teams touchdown. That's your first special teams touchdown of the year. How sweet was that?
Couldn't have come at a better time. I mean, I guess it could have came week 4 too, but it came pretty good this week, and it's nice to get things rolling. Special teams has kind of been a bit of an iffy part for us so far this season, so it's nice to see last week it kind of paid to fruition because we put a lot of work into it before last week.
You mentioned a couple of defensive returns, one from an interception, one from a fumble. Those are very key in games as you go throughout the year, getting those, not just the turnovers, but every once in a while getting one to return for a touchdown.
Yeah, exactly, and that was kind of one of our problems early in the season. We'd make a play and we get to the red zone, and sometimes, offense gets a holding call or a high snap, and then you fizzle out in the red zone. So when you can take the ball from the offense and get it all the way back and put it in the end zone, it just it helps out the offense, helps out the whole team a lot, and then it just gives you that extra little kick of energy too that everybody loves when the sideline's going crazy. That helps the guys on the field too.
Stick with offense for a little while longer, man. You got quite the 1-2 punch out there as wide receivers and Amari Rogers-Parrott and KJ Thorpe-Swat. They combined for 131 yards in that game and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, I mean, when those two are playing on fire and they're doing their job and being on their game, they're tough to stop. They can go deep and go up and catch it on you, or they can catch a little short screen pass and then make you miss and gain 50 yards on a screen. So it's nice to have those two guys because they can really do it all, and we get to have a little fun with them and try and figure out what the defense is trying to play against them. If they're going to play over the top, we'll go underneath, and then vice versa. So it's great to have those two guys on the threat, and then we're going to hopefully get the 2 guys or 3 guys, however many guys are on the other side, we're going to try and make them a threat too.
Now, I know Granite City was depleted a little bit on their roster and we're missing some key guys. But your defense, man, negative yards on the ground and 23 total yards allowed.
Yeah, and our defense had been giving up quite a lot of yards this season so far. However, we've been mostly holding people off the scoreboard, which has been nice. But it was kind of nice to finally get that dominant performance from our defense in all facets, where we're shutting down the run, we're getting in the quarterback's face so he can't pass it. Just being able to see our defense kind of do it at all 3 levels: D-line, linebackers, DBs. It was nice to see what we can be when we are doing everything we're coached.
Let's stay with the defense for a while, and everybody looks at the guy on offense because Chase Reynolds is your backup quarterback, plays a little bit of wide receiver. You're not afraid to hand the ball to him every once in a while and let him get in on the run. But defensively, with a interception and that fumble recovery for that special teams touchdown, he's kind of Mr. Everything, isn't he?
Yeah, I told him the other day, I think I told him on the sideline after he scored that touchdown on the punt return. I told him he was a ball magnet because, I mean, he picked up the one in Mount Vernon and brought it back, got the one in the end zone here, got an interception and got tackled on the one. He should have ran over that guy and got him, but no, I mean, he's Mr. Everything for us. He can kind of like a little Swiss Army knife. I can put him at running back, quarterback, receiver, and then on defense he plays that rover spot where we kind of use him as a hybrid linebacker safety, and he's just a great football player and a great kid. I'd love to have Chase on the team.
All right, let's switch gears tonight, and it's homecoming. So tell me from a coach's point of view, what does homecoming mean to you?
Homecoming means stress to me in a coach's view. I mean, it's just a crazy week. The kids are all, the kids have a lot of fun during homecoming, which is great, all about kids having fun, but they also lose a lot of focus. And, at times of practice and times in the classroom where we need them to focus the most, we just got to make sure we're not necessarily thinking about all the homecoming activities and focusing on getting better this week. But we had a great week of practice this week. Thursday morning, everybody showed up at 5:15 in the morning, so we get our morning practice in since we got the parade after school. And looks like we're doing all the right things to have a really great game tonight. So homecoming, it was a little less stressful this year than I would say it has been in years past.
Althoff comes in here for homecoming, week number 6, but at this particular point in the year, it doesn't even matter who you're playing in week number 6. Every game kind of feels like a playoff game.
Yeah, I mean, at 3-2, we got 4 games left, and we got to win at least 2 of them. And the only person on our schedule left with losing records is Kahok at 2-3. So we've got no slouches left on the record here with Althoff, Marion, Kahok, and Triad. So it's pretty much put up or shut up in these games here. So we're going to hopefully do great things and perform to our best of our abilities, because we got to get all these wins to get into the playoffs and hopefully improve our seed.
Althoff tonight, 1A school on the borderline of 2A, because that's what they were last year, versus a 7A school. But pretty much you can throw those numbers out the window. Doesn't mean anything, does it?
Oh, no, not with these guys. Not with the size they got up front and the athletes they got. They've got some incredible players both on the line and in the backfield there. So they're going to be tough to deal with. Doesn't matter if they're 1A or not. They're a force to be reckoned with.
De'Aaron Hill Jr., 4-star recruit, Division I recruit. He's got a bunch of colleges interested in him. Wide receiver Charleston Colden is a Division I recruit. Their defensive lineman Jason Dowell, who's like 3rd in the area, and quarterback Sachs is also a Division I recruit. They're kind of loaded.
Yeah, I mean, they all play well. They all play hard. So we've got our work cut out for us. We've got a really good game plan to hopefully slow them down and control them as best we can. But, hopefully we can slow those 3 guys down. But we got 11 guys on our side of the ball that can play too. They may not have the Division I recruit status that these guys got. But, who knows, after tonight, if we put a good showing on, maybe we'll start getting some more looks for our guys that way too.
I have seen some game film from Althoff, because I work with Cross, and he's looking at that stuff all day. That Hill dude, man, he's quick.
Yeah, he's a player, man. He's a basketball player too. He's got offers in basketball, offers in football. I'm sure he could run track and get some offers in track if he wanted to, based on his size and quickness, speed, athleticism, balance. He's got it all going on for him. So he's gonna be tough to bring down, but we're gonna try our best to contain him and make them beat us with their freshman quarterback. That's kind of our goal.
All right, so talk to me about your Kahawks and their preparedness for this game. What do you want to see out of your squad tonight?
Yeah, exactly. I just want to see defensively, I want to see us do exactly how we're taught and be gap sound so we can slow that run game down, hold them to no explosive plays as best we can, and make the quarterback beat us. And then offensively, we just got to take care of the ball. No pre-snap penalties, no post-snap penalties. Move the ball and do the things, because we've got a great game plan. We know what they're going to do to us defensively. We just got to execute.
Thanks for the visit, Coach. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
That is Colton Rhodes, your Collinsville Kahok football head coach. We'll take a break here on the Chiropractic Works pregame show. When we come back, we'll throw some starters your way and some more stats and all kinds of good stuff coming up on homecoming night. Collinsville taking on Althoff comes your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
My name is Rayshawn Taylor, collegiate basketball player at SIUE. At the end of January, I had an ACL injury. I've been searching for ways to come back as best as I can after the construction. Dr. Chris introduced me to the Shockwave machine. I'm gonna be honest, at first I was kind of scared because I didn't want it to shock me and hurt me too bad. And I had heard something about it, and I did my research on it, and it turns out it didn't actually hurt. It just was a good pain. It just finding where it hurts to promote the healing, and that's exactly what it did. I've actually had this surgery before. This time I feel like I'm back on my feet quicker, much faster. I'm much stronger than I was up to this point last time. And honestly, I feel like I could play right now. I'm excited to get back on the court. Thankful that Dr. Chris introduced me to this.
No one likes a dirty house. It's work that almost no one wants to do. Why not get someone to do that work for you? Kara Gray with Rags to Riches Cleaning Service would love to take that task off your to-do list. Kara is a homegrown Collinsville High School graduate and the owner of Rags to Riches. From floors to ceilings, from baseboards to light fixtures, Rags to Riches can clean them all. No job is too big or too small. Call Kara Gray at Rags to Riches Cleaning Service to schedule a free estimate today at 618-979-9634 or visit Rags to Riches Cleaning Service on Facebook. Looking for a great place to watch the game with your crew? Look no further than the Lucky Fox Sports Bar in Uptown Collinsville. The Lucky Fox shows Collinsville Kahawk sports on the big screen, plus UFC fights, boxing, Cardinals and Blues, and all of the NFL games with the NFL ticket and enough TVs, you'll be sure to find the game you want. And the food? How about Taco Tuesdays, Wing Wednesdays, plus burgers and sandwiches, pizza, steak, and more, including great drink specials and the coldest beer in town. Plus, they have an in-house DJ on Friday and Saturday nights. Dine in and catch a game or order carry-out with the Lucky Fox. The Lucky Fox Sports Bar, 118 East Main Street in Uptown Collinsville. Open daily at 11 a.m. Check out the Lucky Fox Facebook page for daily specials. The Lucky Fox, 618-223-1948. Schaefer Excavating and Demolition in Pontoon Beach provides complete commercial, industrial, and residential demolition and excavating services. Schaefer Excavating and Demolition is family-owned and operated by former Kahawks since 1980 and have over 4 decades serving the Metro East. Schaefer Excavating and Demolition is your choice for quality and experienced work at a reasonable price. Schaefer's does jobs of any size, whether digging for water and sewer lines, site preparation, or building demolition. Schaefer's can do it all. Schaefer's Excavating and Demolition also sells backfill, topsoil, loam, and other materials. Licensed, bonded, and insured, from earth moving and land clearing to building and demolition and road construction to septic and sewer system work. Call the experienced crew at Schaefer Excavating and Demolition, 618-931-6237.
The Collinsville Area Community Foundation is our community's charitable foundation. We connect people, support programs, and guide resources to help our community thrive. Our board is made up of local leaders that donate their time and expertise to identify opportunities for long-term community impact in and around Collinsville. Find out more about scholarships, grants, and ways to give back to the city we love by visiting CollinsvilleFoundation.com.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Visit Brad Keene at his Collinsville office at 106 North Clinton or call 618-467-8420. And once again, we welcome you back to Kahawk Stadium here on the campus of Collinsville High School. Week number 6, Althoff Crusaders taking on your Collinsville Kahawks. Collinsville won the coin toss and elected to defer, so Althoff will be getting the ball first. That means we'll see Collinsville's defense first, and you will find the same 11 guys out there that were out there last week against Granite City. Up front, one of your defensive ends, number 4, Amari Berry, the 6'1", 185-pound senior. The other end is Devin Habermill, the 6'2", 230-pound junior. And in the middle, the nose tackle, Thomas Kohler, the 5'11", 250-pound senior. 3 inside linebackers, Zay Norton, 5'10", 210-pound senior. Roland Arms, the 5'10", 190-pound senior. And Michael Tange, the 6', 185-pound junior. Your joker is Darius Williams, a 5'10", 165-pound senior. Your rover is Chase Reynolds, a 5'9", 170-pound junior. And in the backfield, your 2 cornerbacks, Jalik Nelson, 6', 160-pound senior. Isaiah Gordon, the 5'10", 160-pound senior. And your free safety is Darren Pennell. He stands at 6'1", 175 pounds, and he is a senior. We'll give you the offensive starters when we get to that point. Dr. Chris McCluskey joins us now on the other microphone. This has all the makings of a playoff game, man.
Man, what a great night here at Kahawk Stadium. Beautiful weather, homecoming night, much anticipated game against a talented Belleville Althoff squad. You know, I can guarantee you that all these boys from both schools have been ready for this game all week, and I've been excited too.
I hear you. I have too. All right, some more numbers to pass along for you. How about both teams and their points for? Collinsville has scored 165 points on the year. That is good for 33 points a game. Althoff, 217 points on the year, good for 43.4 points per game. Points against, Collinsville has allowed 85 points. That's 17 points per game, while Althoff has allowed 93, and that comes in at 18.6 points per game. And here's where it gets a little interesting and a little lopsided. Collinsville has rushed for 658 yards. That's 131.6 yards per game. Althoff has already rushed for 1,444 yards on the year. They're averaging 288.8 yards on the ground per game this year. The passing department, Collinsville has the edge there. They have passed for 964 yards this year, good for 192.8 per game. And Althoff has passed for 639 yards. That's 127.8 per game. So rushing department give the advantage to Althoff. Passing department give the advantage to us.
Well, Collinsville's a little more balanced, I think. Althoff has a few superstars on their squad, right? And so, Collinsville's going to have to key and shut down some key players. I think a game like this, turnover battle's probably going to be huge, right?
Yeah.
So, I think Collinsville's got to contain Althoff's offense, maybe win the turnover game. Collinsville's probably the underdog coming into this game, not by a lot, but probably by a little. But they get the home field advantage, and they're excited, and I'm just ready for some Friday Night Lights football, baby.
Offensively for Althoff, the quarterback is a freshman, Jaden Ellington. Their running back is the guy to watch, Dier Hill Jr., Kylan Jordan, Charleston Colden, Jackson Belandia, and Antoine Strong makes up their 4 wide receiver set. And up front, you'll see Jason Dowell, Rick Eastern, Cam Golden, Javante Mosby, and Patton Lieb. Collinsville is just about ready to go here, and doing the kickoffs once again, Matt Reynolds. He has 28 kickoffs already this year, averaging 1,186 yards, and he's not going to kick it deep and kick that ball to Hill at all. I can guarantee you that much.
Man, great coverage, good game plan by Coach Colton Rhodes. Number 8, Darius Williams on the tackle as soon as the Althoff receiver or kick returner made the catch. So Althoff will have the ball at their own 30.
Yeah, Dier Hill Jr., he's one of those deep guys back there on those kickoffs. And I'm sure that Coach Rhodes has told everybody, do not kick it to him.
Well, you kick it to him, you're asking for trouble, right?
You are, yeah. All right, so the offense is out on the field for Althoff. Jaden Ellington, 36 of 53 this year, 590 yards, 5 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. He takes the snap, and the handoff goes to Hill. And Hill gets across the 35-yard line. Line of scrimmage was the 31, so he gained about 5. They'll spot it at the 36. Hill on the year, 56 carries, 776 yards already on the year with 12 touchdowns. He averages 13.9 yards per carry.
Well, Devin Havermill hit him in the backfield. He still got 5 yards.
Yeah, that's indicative of what's going on here. Charleston Colden in motion, and the throw is going to go to Antoine Strong, and he drops it. If he would have caught that ball, it would have been a first down. There wasn't anyone around him.
Antoine Strong was wide open. The
Sure
ball
was.
hit him in the worst place, right in the hands, and he just dropped it. Collinsville got away with one there, bringing up a 3rd and 5 for Althoff here early in the game.
Just underway, 35 seconds in, no score between Althoff and Collinsville. Althoff on offense got on the midnight blue trousers with the white jerseys and the gold helmets. Collinsville all decked out in purple except for their white helmets. Here's a handoff to Strong. Strong cuts it around the left side. He's going to get pushed out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So 3 and out for Althoff on their first offensive possession. We'll take that any day.
We hope it's out,
Yeah,
right?
I hear you. Yeah, true.
I mean, Collinsville did a great job of setting the edge, and the Althoff running back tried to get to the outside, and Collinsville's outside backers just weren't having it. So it looks like Althoff is setting up for a punt.
Yeah, Dier Hill, their premier running back, is their punter. 9 punts on the year, 228 yards. He's averaging 25.3 yards per punt. And Ryan McIntyre back deep. Nope, that was almost tipped. Somebody might have got a hand on it. And that ball is going to kind of take a Althoff roll for a second, and then it hits and stops and rolls straight to the sideline. So Collinsville will start their first possession on their own 32. Althoff started on their own 31. Let's see if Collinsville can get something going here on offense.
That almost looked like a fake punt option.
Yeah.
I don't know if that exists, but I thought that was going to be a fake. The punter ran the ball and then ended up kicking it.
Darren Pennell, the starting quarterback, 6'1", 175-pound senior. The running back is Ryan McIntyre, the 5'9", 170-pound senior. And then we have a 4 wide receiver set. As this one gets underway, it's a keeper by Pennell, and Pennell is going to have himself a first down and a little bit more. And finally, he is brought down by Antoine Strong and Dier Hill, the 2 big running backs for Althoff. They'll play a little defense as well, but that's a nice first run there by Collinsville's Darren Pennell, already into Crusaders territory.
Yeah, that was nice going away from number 66, Jason Dow, the big junior, 6'4", 288 for Althoff. Keep an eye on him, and here comes Collinsville.
Jalik Nelson over here on the near side. You have Rogers and Thorpe-Swat over on the outside. It's another keeper by Pennell, and he'll get across the line of scrimmage and pick up some positive yardage. They'll give him about 4 on the play, so it'll bring up a 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, I like the conservative play call by Coach Colton Rhodes. We're going to give some lead backs. And, Darren Pennell is fast. Like, that's the thing we picked up with the quarterback position this year is speed.
Yeah, that's true. Wide receivers, Jalik Nelson, KJ Thorpe-Watt, and Amari Rogers. Devin Habermill is in there at the tight end. Caden Hearn is up front along with Edwin Kircher. Corey Patton is your center. And on the right side, Thomas Kohler and Jack Shepard for Collinsville. Hawks have a 2nd down and about 7 after the spot of the ball. Handoff is going to go to McIntyre. He goes up the middle, and he'll get a positive yard or 2. That will set him down at the Crusaders' 31-yard line. Need to get it up to the 27-yard line for a first down.
Yeah, Collinsville's running a steady dose of interior runs. Looks like we're going to try to maintain the offensive line and try to expose Althoff's linebackers. But look for Collinsville to set Althoff up for something on the outside.
Darren Pennell on the year, 60 completions at 102 tries, 10 touchdowns and 3 interceptions, 869 yards through the air for Pennell. 4 wide receiver set. He goes through the air for the first time. He's got Chase Reynolds wide open for a first down inside the 20. Collinsville in the red zone down to the Althoff 17-yard line.
Althoff's outside backers and cornerbacks were given a lot of cushion. Pennell sees that, and he delivers a quick shot to junior Chase Reynolds, good for a first down.
Collinsville moving the ball quite well on their first possession. We have 8:55 left to play here in this opening quarter, and the Kahawks are threatening. 3 wide receiver set, all going out to the right side. Looks like it's going to be another running play because they got Devin Habermill up there playing lead blocker. But we'll see what transpires as a snap is handed off to McIntyre, and he gets wrapped up in the backfield fumble, and it looks like Althoff has it.
Boy, McIntyre took a shot. When he took that shot, the ball just popped loose. And, we talked about the turnover game, Todd. Collinsville was threatening, and McIntyre took a shot and coughed up the ball. And we'll see what Collinsville's defense can do on their second time out on the field.
Yeah, and fortunately, a lot of those guys that just played offense got to stay back out there for defense, so not even a little bit of a rest time for some of those kids. 8:36 left to play, and now Althoff with the ball, 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Once again, in shotgun is Jaden Ellington, the freshman quarterback. Strong goes into motion, settles down. Handoff goes to Hill. Hill turns the corner on the left side. You give him some speed. He's going to break it. And Collinsville doing the chasing right now. And at the last second, a hand on him by Gordon, but couldn't bring him down. And he finally gets brought down all the way down at the Collinsville 24-yard line. Big run there by Hill.
Well, you just saw a premier athlete on display, right? I mean, he broke 2 tackles in the backfield. He broke through our first level, our second level, and even our safeties for a big gain for Althoff. And that's, Althoff, you got to contain those. They're going to happen, the big plays, right? But you got to minimize them, and we'll see what Collinsville can do with their back against the wall here.
I thought once Isaiah Gordon got his hand on that ankle, man, I thought he was going to go down. But, man, give credit to Hill. He stayed up. He's the lone setback. 2 wide receivers, 1 far, 1 near. Handoff goes to Hill. Hill jumps across the line of scrimmage and then runs right into the arms of Michael Tange. A gain of about 3 on the play. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 7.
Man, credit Michael Tange, right? Like, he just steps up, fills the hole, and he's having nothing to do with Hill. And it sounds crazy, but if you can hold Hill to 2 or 3 yards of carry, you've done something,
yeah,
right?
I agree, yeah. 2nd down and 8 after they spot the ball. A gain of 2 yards on the play. As now the Crusaders are trying to get into the red zone. They have the ball on the Kahok 23-yard line. And the snap will go back, and Hill will take it. No, it looks like the young freshman quarterback, Ellington, kept the ball, and he got just over the line of scrimmage when he got tripped up, or else he would have been tackled for a loss.
Yeah, a little bit of an option play. Ellington keeps the ball. No gain. That's a big play for your Collinsville Kahawk defense. So big third down here. I don't know if – actually, I do know that Althoff has a kicker because I take care of him.
Luke Smith?
Luke Smith.
Yeah.
He's one of my guys. So
Yeah.
and he's got a leg on him. So we'll see what happens if we can get a stop.
In shotgun once again is Ellington, and he'll go back to pass. Rolls out to his right. He's looking, and he's getting pressure from behind. Still looking, still trying to throw some directions out there. He gets the ball to the hands of big number 7, Cooper Zimmer, a 6'2", 224-pound junior, but looks like he's going to be about a yard short of the first down.
He got a favorable spot.
Oh, man,
I
he
don't
sure
know.
did.
Like, I don't think he was – yeah. I don't think he was ahead of the 15-yard line, and they gave him that extra yard, and that's going to be a first down. My goodness, tough break for the Kahawks.
Yeah, the line judge over on the other side had him just inside the 15-yard line at about the 16, maybe 15 and a half, and then they moved it up to the 14. So a fresh set of downs for Althoff to which to work with. They're in the red zone at the Kahawk 14-yard line. Ellington in shotgun once again. Hill is the lone running back, and Hill will get the carry. He'll go up the middle, and he'll get hammered, but after he gains a couple of yards, and that'll bring up a second down and 8.
Yeah, it looks like Collinsville and Althoff had the same game plan. I mean, they're going to keep the ball on the ground so far, go up the interior. A lot of this game's going to depend on who's in better shape on the front line, I think, Todd.
Yeah, Althoff's got some big kids up front, too, that's for sure.
They absolutely do, and, you know, football is a game of it's a story, right? What happens early doesn't dictate what happens late. So here comes Althoff.
6 minutes to go here in this opening quarter, so we're halfway through quarter number 1. Here's the snap. Hill gets the handoff again. Actually, they're going to give that one to Strong, and Strong gets up inside the 10-yard line. They're going to put him down at about the 6. The Crusaders can get a first down at the Kahawk 4-yard line, so it's going to bring up a third down and a long 2.5 to go.
Yeah, no huddle out of Althoff. Here they come.
There is Ellington in shotgun once again. And he'll hand the ball off to Hill, and Hill will barrel his way all the way down inside the 5. It'll be a first down as the ball will be placed on the 1-yard line. So the Crusaders are going to have 4 cracks from the Kahawk 1-yard line.
Well, the story of this game so far is both teams are moving the football, but Collinsville coughed it up.
Yeah. Well, Collinsville's defense held tough in that first series, but Althoff has found a way to get through here in the second series. Another dive forward, and no signal yet from the 2 linemen. And neither one of the line judges have their hands up, so they're not going to call it a touchdown. They're going to place that ball down at like the 1-inch line.
Wow. No huddle by Althoff.
Second and
Here
goal.
they come.
Second and goal. Strong is the lone running back this go-round, and he's going to get the handoff, and nope, it's a fake, and Ellington keeps it, and he goes in for the touchdown, and Althoff takes the early lead.
Althoff does come in for 6 points, and they ran the ball well against Collinsville, as Collinsville did against them. It's going to be 6-0 Althoff with 4:48 left in the first, and you're going to see, I don't know if we're going to see a PAT or a 2-point conversion. It looks like a 2-point conversion is going to come out.
Waiting for number 12 to come out here, but I don't see number 12 at all.
He's a soccer player, and
Looks
I know
like
that takes precedence.
They're going to do a direct snap to Hill here. And then Strong is going to come and join him. So now we're going to have a timeout called for Althoff. So the Crusaders have to use a timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. And we will be back here in just a moment on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Diamonds for Kahawks is a facility improvement project to develop a baseball, softball, and football/soccer field for CHS students and our communities to utilize. The project includes 2 baseball fields, 2 softball fields, a soccer/football field, concession stand, bathrooms, and parking. The development of this facility will benefit the band, PE classes, baseball team, softball team, and soccer team with a centralized location, ease of access, and an eye-catching complex. Please contact A.D. Clay Smith to donate to this project or visit the Collinsville Area Community Foundation website to make your tax-deductible donation today.
Welcome back to Kahawk Stadium here at Collinsville High School. Todd Duke, Dr. Chris McCluskey, and Glenn Woodcock, who's on the camera for us tonight. We appreciate everybody's involvement here. It's the extra point try, and it looks like they're going to go with the same formation. It's going to be Hill and Strong in the backfield. Direct snap goes to Hill. He's going to trot it around to the left side and evades one tackler, but can't get past the other tackler. I believe that was Tongay who might have pushed him out of bounds over there, or No, it looks like Nelson was the one who got to him. Tangay's in there as well. So nicely done there by the Kahawks.
Yeah, credit Tangay for pushing that ball to the outside, and then our secondary filled and closed the door. I mean, on a game like tonight, you know there's going to be points put up on the board. Those extra point PATs could be telling at the end of this contest.
They could be. So Collinsville is going to get the ball back, and the ensuing kickoff is going to come up. We'll just go ahead and keep it right here for now and tell you that Mr. Frazier, that would be Austin Frazier in his 4th year, started off his first year 0-6, went 3-6, and then 7-5 last year in Class 2A, and they lost in round 1 or they beat Shelbyville in round 1, 38-34, 26-14 over Redbud in round 2 before they ended up losing 42-32 in the quarterfinals to Johnston City.
Well, De'Are Hill actually expressed interest in coming to Collinsville this year.
I heard the stories when I got up here.
Yeah, and then he ended up at Althoff. So, credit Althoff for bringing in some great players, and we'll see what Collinsville can do here on their second possession.
Cooper Zimmer is going to kick off. It's high. It's not very deep. It's going to head out of bounds, so a flag will be thrown, and Collinsville will get the ball 1st and 10 from their own 40.
That'll be good field position for Collinsville, and look for them to go right back to the ground. And, again, hopefully we can hang on to the football and match. Now, the good news is Collinsville has a very solid extra point kicker, right?
Yeah.
So I think if we score,
you kick that extra point.
Kick that extra point. And
I don't care if they're offsides or not. You kick the extra point.
That's it, right?
So is there something going on with Luke Smith? Because normally he's the kickoff guy too, I think.
I'm not sure. Again, he's soccer heavy.
Yeah.
He's a very good athlete. I actually just reached out to see if I can get an update, but at any rate, he was not out there for the PAT, so here comes Collinsville on their own. 35, actually.
Cooper Zimmer. Yeah, 35, sorry. All right, so the Kahawks try to get some traction again. They moved the ball very well their first time out. Here's a little pitch. Uh-oh. And now it's a fumble, and Amari Rogers is going to have to jump on it, and he does, and that's a big, big loss for Collinsville, but at least he got it back. Woo, boy.
Baby.
Got to watch those flips, man. That ball was spinning as he flipped it to him, and that didn't help.
You know, I think Amari tried to take off before he caught the ball. I mean, we've run that play successfully all year, right? Referee's making some sort of call here.
No, okay, that helps. All right.
Thank you very much, sir.
I'll take it.
I guess he called a forward pass.
Yeah, incomplete pass
because the ball was pitched forward. It was not a lateral.
No, he did flip it up.
Boy, Collinsville needs to make good on this.
You aren't kidding. You are not kidding there, man, because that would have been like 2nd down and 25. All right, so we live to see another day and another down. Man, there's a snap over the head of Pinnell. Collinsville is their own worst enemy right now, but they complete the pass to Rogers, but he falls down a yard short of the line of scrimmage, so that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 11.
But he fumbled, bobbled the football. It's like that thing's hot potato out there right now for Collinsville.
Yeah.
But at any rate, after all of the circusry, we have a 3rd and 11 for Collinsville from their own 33.5-yard line.
Yeah, it's try to see if we can settle down a little bit here. They looked a lot better on that first possession than they do here on this second one. 3:54 left to play here in this first quarter, as Althoff has a 6-0 lead. 2 wideouts on both sides of this formation. Here's Amari Rogers parrot in motion once again. Pinnell back to pass. Dumps a little screen pass to McIntyre. McIntyre's got room. He's got a 1st down, and he'll be brought down at his own 49-yard line. I thought for a minute we might see a flag for a face mask. Looked like for a second he got his grill grabbed.
Man, what a gutsy play call. We call a screen. Collins will go with the no huddle here, so let's go, Todd.
1st down and 10, ball on the Kahok 49-yard line. Pinnell has 3 wide receivers over here on the near side. He's going to go back to pass. He's got some time. Down the middle he goes, and he just turned around. Chase Reynolds. Reynolds started off looking for the ball over his right shoulder, had to switch over to the left, and by the time he figured it out, he didn't see the ball.
Oh, man, Chase had a step on the defensive back. That looked so good, and like you said, he just got turned around, and that was enough to make the pass incomplete.
Chase Reynolds on the year, 10 catches, 131 yards, and a couple of touchdowns. Leading receiver coming into this game is Amari Rogers Parrott with 20 catches, 307 yards, and 4 touchdowns. As Collinsville again, 2 wide receivers on either side. It's a keeper by Pinnell. He gets across the line of scrimmage and gets brought down in Crusader territory at the Althoff 46-yard line. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, it's a nice positive yardage play out of Collinsville. Now, we've shown that we can expose Althoff's interior line and seal their linebackers. So I wouldn't be surprised if you see 2 more running plays here just to get the 1st down and then maybe take a shot, huh?
We're under 3 minutes to go here in this first quarter, 2:50 and counting. 3rd down and 5 for Collinsville. Ball in Althoff territory. Here's Pinnell in shotgun. Rogers goes into motion. Here's the snap. Pinnell rolls out to his left, steps up, and now throws on the run, and it's caught by Rogers, and he'll be downed at the 40-yard line, and that is a 1st down, Collinsville.
Well, it should be, but this is should be. They marked him down at the 40, so it should be a 1st down. Man, what a great play by Pinnell, scrambling in the backfield, evading the defenders. Rogers makes a great catch, and here comes Collinsville, 1st and 10 from Althoff's 40.
After a little bit of a hiccup on this second drive, Collinsville has settled down a bit. 2 wide receivers on either side once again. McIntyre, the lone running back. Pinnell's going back to pass, being chased out of the pocket. He throws on the run, and he's got Gordon open, and that's going to be another Kahok 1st down. Blow the whistle, guys. All right, stop.
Yeah, Darren Pinnell, Collinsville's quarterback's doing a great job of just getting out of the pocket and throwing the ball on the run. One of his strengths. And it looks like we're waiting on maybe a spot.
Well, they got it down. They got the ball on the 20, or excuse me. Oh, holding penalty. I didn't even see a flag.
Yeah, and that's a risky run when you've got the quarterback out of the pocket, right?
Yeah. I didn't even see the flag.
No, I didn't either. But it's tough to maintain your blocks when the quarterback's outside of the pocket. Collinsville guilty there.
So Pinnell's been running the ball a lot. He's actually the leading rusher for Collinsville this year. 44 carries coming into this game. 285 yards and 3 touchdowns. McIntyre, 39 carries for 247 yards and 4 touchdowns. And the same formation for Collinsville. Here goes Chase Reynolds in motion. Snap, Pinnell. He's going to roll all the way out to his right, and he is going to throw the ball while he's being tackled, and that ball was out of bounds, so it's going to go down as an incomplete pass.
Yeah, it looks like Althoff made a little adjustment. They had their defensive end not going to let Pinnell get outside the edge that time. Smart by Althoff.
So 2nd down and 20 for Collinsville.
Wouldn't be
Ball on the 49-yard line of Althoff.
I'd be surprised if you see a shot to maybe Thorpe's Watt on the short side of the field here.
We're down to 1:40 left to play here in a very fast-moving first quarter.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
We're just zipping right along here.
We are.
There's Thorpe's Watt on the right side on the wideout.
2 more over here on the near side. High snap. Pass is coming to the sideline for Gordon. Gordon's got a blocker and Rogers in front of him. Then he comes backwards and finally gets up to the 40-yard line, which is the original line of scrimmage. So that's going to be a 3rd down and 10 to go. Look at that moon coming up over there.
Oh, good slicing and dicing by Gordon. Yeah, nice orange moon there over the horizon.
That's the super moon. It's full tonight.
And credit Gordon for hanging on to that football. I mean, he was ping-ponging around like a pinball ball out there, and he hung on to the ball and got some good positive yardage.
All right, 3rd down and 10. And we're under 50 seconds to go. And Collinsville looks a little confused. Play clock down to 6 seconds. And now Collinsville is going to call a timeout. We'll go ahead and take a timeout as well. We'll be right back after a brief moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Do you have a big land improvement project that requires some outside help? Call Petroff Trucking Company. The Petroff Companies have been shaping the metro area since 1975. Family owned and operated, Petroff Trucking Company can do the job and do it right. Hauling, excavating, and grading, they do that and more. Petroff Companies also has roll-off dumpster rentals. They also specialize in dirt and rock sales. Petroff Trucking Company can help you develop your land for your needs. Petroff Trucking Company. Check out their website, petrofftrucking.com, or give them a call, 618-797-6100.
Once again, we welcome you back. Look at that moon, everybody, on the camera there. Nice job, Glenn Woodcock, getting a shot of that nice orange supermoon. As Collinsville is looking at a 3rd down and 11. They need to get to the 30-yard line for a first down. Here is Pennell. Pennell lobs a pass. He's got McIntyre wide open. McIntyre goes in. Touchdown, Collinsville.
Man, what a great read by Darren Pennell under pressure. He just floats that ball up in the air with beautiful touch. Good for McIntyre to take that ball to pay dirt. 6 points, Collinsville.
Nicely done. That was an awesome play, man. I mean, and McIntyre didn't have anyone around him whatsoever once he got his hands on that ball.
No, he didn't. He's fast. I mean, once he catches the ball, he's gone, and here comes Bryce Limp and Cole McCluskey running the touchdown flags.
There is Nick Shantz on to try the extra point with Pennell as the holder. Here's the snap, ball down, kick on the way, and the kick is good, and Collinsville takes the lead at 7-6. Althoff will get the ball back after we come back from a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Looking for good food, good times, and good people? Look no further than the Bridge Inn in Caseyville. Just over the bridge from the Kahok Stadium, Bridge Inn features a friendly and courteous staff that serves up the coldest drinks and the best food in the Metro East. Lunch and dinner is available daily with a breakfast menu every Saturdays and Sunday morning. And don't forget about fantastic fish fry Fridays. Bridge Inn also features pool tournaments on most weekends and a gaming area for the over 21 crowd. Bridge Inn in Caseyville. Check them out at 519 North Main Street in Caseyville. Call for carryout orders at 618-344-3530. The best is yet to come at the Bridge Inn in Caseyville. 618-344-3530.
Matt Reynolds due to kick off. We got a host of big guys in the back all the way waiting for that ball, but they have Strong back there as well as Hill and also Charleston Colden, but I don't think Matt Reynolds is going to kick that ball that deep at all this year, and that's a fumble and it goes out of bounds. So that was touched before it went out, and Althoff is going to have the ball 1st and 10 from their own 33-yard line, somewhere around there. You can tell now that the coaching staff does not want any part of kicking that ball deep into the hands of those three guys back there for Althoff. So I wouldn't be surprised if later on in the game if the head coach, Austin Frazier, moves those guys up a little bit, try to give them a chance to bust something from kind of a closer spot. So 1st and 10, Jaden Ellington in shotgun once again. 2 wide receivers on the near, and the handoff is going to go to Strong. Strong will go around the outside. He's got some room. Pennell gets a hand on him and can't get him out before he ends up picking up a first down as he gets ran out of bounds right about the 45-yard line. So a first down for Althoff as they're 5 yards away from penetrating into Collinsville Kahok territory. 25.9 seconds left to play here in this first quarter. Well, I accidentally hit the button and Petrov didn't get to complete his commercial, so we'll play him again here at the end of this first quarter. Sorry about that, guys. Adam Petrov, good dude. Fresh set of downs. Strong goes in motion once again. Here is the handoff. It goes to Hill. Hill, he's going to try the right side. He dips and doodles and picks up about 3 yards before he's finally brought down. Actually, they're going to go ahead and give him a couple more than that. They're going to put the ball right at midfield. And it'll be 2nd down and 5. And that is the end of quarter number 1. Collinsville leads 7-6. We're back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Do you have a big land improvement project that requires some outside help? Call Petrov Trucking Company. The Petrov companies have been shaping the metro area since 1975. Family owned and operated, Petrov Trucking Company can do the job and do it right. Hauling, excavating, and grading, they do that and more. Petrov Companies also has roll-off dumpster rentals. They also specialize in dirt and rock sales. Petrov Trucking Company can help you develop your land for your needs. Petrov Trucking Company. Check out their website, petrovtrucking.com, or give them a call, 618-797-6100. Petrov Trucking Company, shaping the metro area since 1975.
Back here at Collinsville High School, well, they didn't have to move very far from the end of the first quarter to the beginning of the second quarter as the ball was at the 50-yard line. So they basically just got to switch sides just a bit and will be ready to go, but now Althoff will be traveling from right to left on your screens. And they are looking at a 2nd down and 5 as we are just about ready to go here in quarter number 2. And Crusaders come out with their freshman quarterback, Jaden Ellington. Ellington is a 5'11", 158-pound freshman, and he's got their team at 4-1 so far on the year. Split backs in the backfield. That would be Strong and Hill. And Ellington takes the snap and hands the ball off to Hill. He comes toward us and gets around Williams and not going to get around Tange, and Tange helps push him out of bounds along with Jalik Nelson.
Yeah, Hill again gets by Collinsville's first level. I mean, it's just tough containing an athlete like that, but credit Collinsville's secondary for bringing him down.
First down, though, for Althoff into Collinsville territory. They have the ball on the Kahawks 43-yard line. One wide receiver on either side of the formation. Split backs once again. Here's the snap. This time it's going to be a keeper by Ellington, and Ellington will get wrapped up at the 40-yard line, so he'll pick up about 4 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, nice pursuit by the Kahawk defense to hold Althoff to a short gain. Althoff's going to continue with their no-huddle defense, or offense, I apologize.
We knew what you meant.
Just got word that Althoff has no kicker.
Okay.
Luke Smith is up in Iowa.
Playing soccer, I guess?
He scored a goal today.
Well, that's good.
2-0 Althoff win over Mendota.
There is Hill. He gets the carry and goes right up the gut with it and picks up about 3 yards, so it's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 4 to go for a 1st down here for Althoff.
Well, big play here for Collinsville's defense. We got an Althoff player down.
Yeah, he is. He's squirming around, too. That's Jaden. Is that the quarterback? Nope. I only saw the, okay, so
Number
it's 54. I got you. I saw the, okay, that's Patton Lieb. I believe that is the basketball coach's son.
Looks like he has
Greg Lieb.
a ankle or a knee issue, but he's walking off. Good for him.
Yeah. Patton's got to be a senior by now, doesn't he? No, he's just a junior. Man.
Looks like he's been there forever, huh?
Yeah. Either that or I've just been saying the last name forever because of the basketball coach. He was the athletic director there for a while, too.
Yeah, common name down at Althoff. Luke Smith's father Kevin and little brother Christian are here at Kahok Stadium tonight cheering on Luke's teammates. So that's got to like when your kid's not here, but you still show up to cheer on the team. That's good stuff.
3rd down and 3 for Althoff, as they have Hill as their lone running back. One wide receiver on either side of the formation and a handoff to Hill. He tries the right side. He's got some room. He's got a 1st down. Skips over the 30-yard line, and Collinsville finally gets him out of bounds at around the 26-yard line.
Yeah, Hill continues to have success against our first level, and our linebackers are having trouble with our safeties, man. Our cornerbacks have done a great job containing Hill so far tonight.
He makes people miss, too, man. He just doesn't have the speed. He's got the moves.
It's just different.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, these guys that are at this level, they're just built different.
So another fresh set of downs here for Althoff. They need to get down to the Collinsville 16-yard line for a 1st. Here is Ellington back to pass, throws it up, and there wasn't anyone there. The closest one to him was Jalik Nelson.
Yeah, and if Jalik was a couple yards back, that ball was up for grabs, but it was over everybody's head. And there's pressure on the quarterback. I'm not sure who broke through, but credit Collinsville's blitz scheme for putting pressure on the quarterback and forcing that errant throw.
Yeah, they haven't thrown the ball but a couple of times here so far. And
$5 says Hill gets the ball here.
Yeah, probably. So 2nd down and 10 for the Crusaders. Hill is a little offset over the left-hand shoulder of Ellington. Here is the snap, and Hill is going to be the lead blocker for Ellington, and Habermill gets him from behind, but not before. Ellington gets up to the 20-yard line, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 3 to go for a 1st.
Yeah, another little option play. Quarterback keeps the ball, and now Now that we know there's no kicker, Althoff's in 4-down territory, so Collins is going to have to stop him twice to get a turnover on downs.
3rd down and 4, they're going to call it. Ellington in shotgun once again. Hill is going to go as wide out, so Ellington's going to keep it. He's going to try the middle, and he's going to get pushed back after he got about a yard and a half. So it's going to bring up 4th down here for Althoff, and as you mentioned, no kicker. They're going to have to go for it.
Oh, baby. I think I'm going to have to stick my head out the window and get this crowd going, huh?
Yeah. Come on, defense. We got to 9:05 left to play here in this first half. 7-6 in favor of Collinsville. 4th down and 3 after the 1-yard gain by Ellington, and I would imagine you're going to see Hill get the ball. Got 3 wideouts over here on this left side of the formation, though. Here's a snap. And he's going to throw it into the backfield to Hill. Gets around one would-be tackler, trying to get around another, and he will not get the first down.
Man, credit Michael Tange for getting into the backfield. He missed the tackle, but he slowed Hill
slowed
down.
Him down enough.
He slowed him down enough to where his buddies came and helped him out. And, man, what a big play for Collinsville's defense with 8:41 left in the first half.
Yeah, Collinsville will get the ball back. They'll get it back on their own 18-yard line, but I'm very happy about that.
We might be talking about that play later in the game.
Yeah. So the Kahok offense comes back out onto the field as Pinnell is talking to Chase Reynolds as Reynolds comes in late from the sideline.
Yeah, plenty of time on the play clock.
Yeah. Pinnell in shotgun, has McIntyre over his right shoulder. 3 wide receivers on the left side of the formation. That's where the ball is thrown. Caught by Chase Reynolds. He's on the run. He's got a first down. He makes a couple of people miss. He's coming up the sideline into Althoff territory and finally gets brought down. And we're going to spot the ball. I thought he might have stepped out of bounds over here at the 42-yard line, but they're going to give him all the way up to the 32-yard line. Nice job there, Chase Reynolds.
Hey, let's go. These short passes, Darren Pinnell has been on the money all night tonight. And if our receivers can hang on to the ball, their run after catch yardage has been huge so far.
Collinsville's going with the hurry-up offense once again as we again have 3 wide receivers on the far side. KJ Thorpe-Swat over here on the near. High snap. Bounces right back for Pinnell, though. He'll throw it on the run. He's got Gordon open. Gordon's got a first down, and the chains will get moved again for the Kahawks.
Man, credit Pinnell. Another bad snap, but he gets the ball back. Collinsville's going to have to clean that up, but credit Gordon for hanging on to that football, and all of a sudden the field has shifted, right?
Yeah, it has. That's for sure. Collinsville's got the ball 1st and 10 from the Althoff 21-yard line. Pinnell in shotgun again. Here's another high snap, but this one was handled. A little loft into the corner of the end zone, and it is incomplete. No flags on the play, and, there could have been on either side.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't mind the no call there because both guys were tied up, and just let them fight for the ball, and nobody came up with it.
That's a good first down call.
I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Great coverage by number 1. Who is that? Charleston Colden. Big brother CJ is one of my athletes. He's up with the Minnesota Vikings NFL team right now. So congrats, Charleston, on a great play. CJ, if you're listening, your brother did good, buddy.
8:13 left to play here in this first half. 7-6 in favor of Collinsville. Kahawks knocking on the door here. 2nd down and 10. Ball on the Crusaders 21. Here's Pinnell. He immediately throws to Rogers Parrott over here on this near side. He gets brought down at about the 15-yard line, so it'll be a gain of 6 on the play.
Yeah, nice quick pass. Pinnell again right on the money. Good coverage by Colden, and I believe number 6, Jaden Ellington, maybe?
Is he out there playing defense too?
No. I'm sorry. That was my fault.
Number 0. I don't know. I wasn't watching that part of it. Anyway, 2 wide receivers on either side of this formation. McIntyre stands over the left shoulder of Pinnell. Another high snap, and Ryan McIntyre gets the ball, and he'll barrel his way forward inside the 15-yard line to the 14-yard line. And that is going to bring up a 4th down and 3.
Boy, I'd be interested to see what we do here. Looks like we're keeping the offense on the field.
Yeah, right now they are.
Interesting call. Chase Reynolds a little frustrated coming off the field.
He's like, I don't want to come off the field.
He must have been open or something. But, man, what a big 4th and long 3 for the Kahawks.
In shotgun is Pinnell once again. He's going to go under center now and take the snap.
Oh, I like it. Trying to draw them off
Yeah,
sides.
trying to draw them off. They're not going to bite, and we're going
Timeout.
to call a
Now
timeout.
we'll kick a field goal.
And we will try to kick that field goal. Timeout on the field. That is the Kahok's second timeout. So we'll take a quick break and be back with the the field goal effort here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Your home is where you feel happy, safe, and secure. So if you see signs of foundation problems like cracks or uneven floors, worrying is natural, and getting it fixed is crucial. Woods Basement Systems understands. We've been solving foundation worries since 1986. Woods experts have the training and equipment to make permanent repairs. So stop worrying, because with Woods, it's fixed forever. Foundation problems don't get better with time, they get better with Woods, the all things basement-y experts. Call or go to woodsbasementsystems.com today.
Welcome back once again to Kahok Stadium. Looks like we're not going to change our minds here, are we? Nope. Aaron Pennell comes back out along with McIntyre. You can't tell sometimes because Pennell's the holder, but once you don't see number 84 out there ready to kick, you know that they're going for it. So 4th down and 3 for Collinsville. Ball on their opponent's 14-yard line. Pennell in shotgun takes the snap. He looks, he throws, and that one bounces in there.
Oh, man.
That
He
bounced
wants
in.
the first down, but the ball bounced in. Just didn't get the ball up in the air. They're trying to sell it.
Yeah, I don't.
What if they do?
They haven't made a call yet, have they?
What if they do? Face mask?
Referees are talking about it. I don't see a flag. Is there a flag? First down.
Did they call it a catch?
They did call it a catch.
Oh, my.
Wow.
Oh,
From
boy.
our angle, it looks like it bounced in there. So
I'm not going to comment any further
No.
on that. I'll just take the first down.
You're not kidding, man. Jeez Louise. Woo. Oh, okay. Fresh set of downs for Collinsville, looking to take a bigger lead. They'll pitch the ball to Rogers, and he'll try the right side. He's got some room. Touchdown, Collinsville.
Yes, sir. Number 14, Amari Rogers, gets to the outside. Althoff fails to set the edge. That's good to put the Kahawks up. Another 6 points. That'll be 13-6, Collinsville.
So do they call that a pass too?
I don't know. Why are you asking me tough questions?
I don't know,
Todd?
man. I write down everything, so I'm
just
going
to call it a touchdown.
I'm going to call it a pass as well because they said the
I
last one was
guess
a
if
pass.
it's forward, it must be.
Yeah.
It's good for Darren Pennell's touchdown passing stats.
Sure. Here is Nick Shantz with the extra point try, and the kick is on the way, and the kick is good. And Collinsville extends that lead to 14-6, 6:24 left to play here in this first half, and we'll be right back after a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipSt.Louis.com or call Pack Mail at 346-4884.
Todd Duke, Dr. Chris McCluskey, Glenn Woodcock back with you from Kahok Stadium on a homecoming night. Glenn Woodcock is doing a phenomenal job on the camera. We just got a text message from someone, and we appreciate the compliment.
Thank you, Chad Harrington, father of Carter Harrington, Collinsville baseball standout, for complimenting Mr. Woodcock.
Homecoming night, supermoon also tonight. It's a little less orange than it was earlier, but it's still big and bright up in the sky as Matt Reynolds is ready to kick off. They bring up one of their big deep backs, and that makes them kick the ball a little deeper than that. That is Stephen Brown, who takes the kickoff, and then he gets run out of bounds right at the 33-yard line. So I kind of figured, I mentioned that they were going to bring those big running backs up onto the second line of their receivers on the kickoff returns and put the other guys back. So as soon as Collinsville saw, they said, go ahead and kick it deep.
Great special teams coaching out of Collinsville, and our contain man got buried pretty good. So credit number 7, Jalik Nelson, for coming in and making that tackle to stop Althoff, giving them the ball on their own 35 with 6:18 left in the first half.
Ooh, boy, Cardinals are already down 6-0 in the second inning.
They're still playing?
Yeah, last weekend. Here is Ellington rolls out, and he's going to try to tuck it and run, and he gets his head taken off by Michael Tongay. And, boy, I tell you what, he made that little stutter step and ran right into Roland Arms' arms.
Yeah, we've got some speed in our linebacker position. Roland Arms just wasn't having it. So that's going to be good for a, 3-yard
loss? Yep. Second down and 13. Ball on the 32-yard line. 5:50 left on the clock here in this first half. Collinsville up 14-6 as the Althoff Crusaders are ranked as the number 6 Class 1A team in the state, according to the Associated Press. Here's a snap, and the handoff goes to Hill. And Collinsville trying to chase him down from behind. Darius Williams, man, he about ran out of breath just trying to chase him.
Same deal. Linebacker misses the tackle in the backfield, but he slowed him down. And I'm telling you, with 5.5 left in the first half, if Collinsville can just prevent the big play, right, out of Hill, then I think we're in pretty good shape.
I believe you are correct, sir. 3rd down and 4 to go for Althoff. Ball is sitting on their own 41-yard line. They need to get it to the 45 for a first down. Here is Ellington, split backs on either side. He's handing the ball off to Strong. Oh, boy, in the backfield. I tell you what, man, another great job as Amari Berry almost tackled him in the backfield but slowed him down enough for reinforcements.
He did. He slowed him down enough, and our linebackers have such great pursuit. I mean, credit Collinsville's linebackers for just – hot pursuit, right? So if Althoff misses one step, we've got their number.
So a loss on the play of a couple of yards. It'll bring up a 4th down and about 6 to go here for a first down. 4.5 minutes to go here in quarter number 2. So once again, Althoff faced with a 4th down. This time they're going to punt because Hill is their punter, but be aware.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't buy it.
Yeah.
I don't buy it.
Althoff wants to use another timeout, so we'll take a quick timeout as well, and we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Once again, welcome back to Kahok Stadium. 4th down and 6 now for Althoff. And the punter, Hill, looks like he's going to run, but then he picks the ball up and a punt that's going to just roll. And Althoff's going to let it roll all the way down to the 31-yard line. So Collinsville will have the ball 1st and 10 from their own 31 with 4:12 left to play here in this first half.
Yeah, credit Collinsville special teams for making sure that Hill knows that a fake is not a good idea.
Yeah.
You know, so, huge stop out of Collinsville's defense with 4:12 left in the first half. If we can just get a few first downs, scoring would be great, but if we can just go into halftime up 14-6, I think we would take it. And you can tell Collinsville's guys, they have more belief now.
Yeah.
Right?
And we get the ball back in the start the second half. So
things are looking good. We got to take care of the football.
Yeah, I was just going to say the same thing.
Yeah.
Take care of the rock. 3 wide receivers coming over here on this near side. KJ, as well as Rogers, Reynolds. Handoff is going to go to McIntyre up the middle, and Ryan gets positive yards, got about 4 of what he needed, so it'll bring up a 2nd down and 6. Don't forget we have the Woods Basement System halftime show coming up here in just a little bit, and our halftime interview will be with one of the new Collinsville coaches, and is the bass fishing head coach. Dave Francis will come up and talk a little bass fishing with us at halftime.
My goodness.
Yeah.
I like to hear that.
Pennell in shotgun once again. 2 wide receivers near, 1 far, and Pennell steps up. He's going to run with it. He's got some room. He's got a first down, and he's going to be into Althoff territory at the Crusaders' 48-yard line.
Just what the doctor ordered. Collinsville needs first downs. They need to keep the clock moving, move the chains, take your time here, let the play clock run, methodically work the ball down the field, and, a score would just be a bonus here, wouldn't it?
Sure would be. So back to the Cardinals for a second. Adam Wainwright done pitching. They talking about letting him take an at-bat. They said he was at batting practice today hitting home runs.
That would be epic.
Yeah, sure would be. You know, his very first Major League at-bat was a home run. Here's Pennell to pass. Up the near sideline. He's got McIntyre open, but just outstretched those arms and didn't quite get there.
Took a shot. Pretty good ball. McIntyre just had a half step short. Easy for me to say up here, but I'm saying dive for the football. Right?
Dive.
Easy for me to say, isn't it?
3:07, the clock says. It stops.
But it stops the clock, and I don't mind taking a shot, but Collinsville needs to move the chains to get first downs here.
Yeah, I agree. So I would almost expect them to go back to the run here. Ball on the Crusaders' 48-yard line. 2 wide receivers on both sides of this formation. McIntyre over the right shoulder, and it's going to be a little sideline pass to Rogers, Perot, and he's going to have a first down. Oh, he gets tackled by the back of the neck. There's the flag.
Well, that's going to hurt.
That's going to be a horse collar tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 yards at the end of that run.
Yeah, the Althoff defender ripped the Collinsville receiver's helmet off. Thank goodness he looks to be okay.
I don't know why when I see his last name it's Rogers Parrott, but I just want to say Perot for some reason or another.
Ross Perot.
Ross Perot. Hey, guys, go! I'm going to go win this election.
That's your cousin, right?
Yeah, that's it. We're both small in stature. Is that why you said that?
Well, well spoken, though,
yeah,
Todd.
Thank you. I had the voice down pat back in the day when he was running for president. 3 minutes exactly left here on the clock. And with the tacked-on yardage at the end of the penalty, Collinsville's got the ball 1st and 10 from the Althoff 18-yard line. Pennell in shotgun again. 2 wide receivers on either side of this formation. And again, McIntyre over the right shoulder. Pennell back to pass. Now he looks to step up. He's got a man open. That's Gordon. Gordon heads to the corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Collinsville.
Yes, sir. Darren Pennell avoids a couple more tackles. He evades the pocket. He delivers a strike to senior Isaiah Gordon for pay dirt. That's going to put Collinsville up 20-6 with 2:52 left and a half.
Yeah, I'm liking what I'm seeing here. I really am.
Boy, Darren Pennell has been on the money, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has.
I mean, all night, this kid is dialed in.
Nick Shantz on to try extra point number 3 on the night. He's only missed 1 extra point all year.
Don't say that, Todd.
Well, I don't believe in jinxes.
I'll let you know in about 30 seconds.
And here's the kick, and it is good.
Good job. I don't believe in him either.
Okay, good. Glad to hear it. 21-6 in favor of Collinsville. Timeout coming your way. Althoff will get the ball back with 2:52 left on the clock here in quarter number 2, and we're back in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org.
Back here at Collinsville High School. Kahok Stadium is where we are. Homecoming night for your Collinsville Kahawks, as they have opened up a 21-6 lead over the Althoff Crusaders as Matt Reynolds is ready to kick off. And looks like they're going to have a little mix now of some of the good guys up front, some of the good guys in the second part. And Reynolds is going to kick a high ball right down the middle, taken at the 6-yard line, and working his way upfield is Stephen Brown, and Brown gets pushed back, and that's going to be it. They're going to give him forward progress just past the 10-yard line, but that was great pursuit by the special teams of the Collinsville Kahok kickoff team.
Collinsville not having it. 33, the artist formerly known as Isaiah, Mr. Zay Norton, came in like a freaking freight train and just buried the return man. So that's going to be that's a huge, huge play out of our special teams to pin Althoff deep against their own goal line.
I spent a couple hours yesterday in the Collinsville High School library across the way looking through old yearbooks, trying to figure out how many times these two teams have met over the years. The first time they met was in 1954. Collinsville won that game 30-7 when it was still the Belleville Cathedral High School for boys.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's some history there, Todd.
Here is Ellington. He's skirting around. He's trying to find some running room, and he gets taken down from behind. He was trying to avoid Zay Norton, and he ends up running right into the arms.
Dallas Habermel chased him down from the backside.
Wow. So that turned out to be a couple of yards gain.
I said Dallas Habermel.
It's Devin.
Dallas, if you're listening, buddy, that was for you.
2:15 left to play here in this first half. Ellington in shotgun, no running backs. He's going to throw, and he does, but on the run and sliding catch by Charleston Colden. It's good enough to move the chains. Althoff only has one timeout left, as does Collinsville.
Nice catch by Charleston Colden.
Sure was.
Going to move the chains and keep Althoff going here.
Clock continues to move, though, after they move the chains and set them down. Under 2 minutes to go. Low snap. Ellington picks it up. He throws on the run, and he, again, has a man on the far side who ends up hitting the deck.
He should be in bounds, though, right?
After he catches the ball, yeah. The
clock runs.
That was complete to Kylan Jordan.
Pass complete to Jordan.
Jordan's
Former
first catch of the night.
Right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Second down and 1 as we approach 90 seconds left to play here in this first half. Here is Ellington back to pass again. So the Althoff Crusaders have abandoned the run here for right now as Ellington takes off. He'll run out of bounds. That'll stop the clock with 1:24 left. I believe he had enough for a first down, and that should move the chains for the Crusaders.
Yeah, Althoff's really spread the field, and Collinsville, credit to their defense, they're giving like a 10 to 15-yard cushion.
Sure are.
On the receivers, just trying not to give up that big play.
So all in all, Althoff has the better record against Collinsville in all that time at 12-6-1. And the recent history was all Althoff as they went 7-1. Here's a handoff to Hill. He's acting like he's carrying a loaf of bread home from the store.
Oh, no.
Now he's got some room, and I don't know what was going on here, but looked like there was a couple of guys that were just standing there talking to each other as he ran right by him.
That's what happens when you have an athlete like that. They just gave him the ball and said pick and choose and see what you can do. And he should have been taken down in the backfield, but then all of a sudden he accelerates, and now Althoff all of a sudden has a chance.
Yeah, he ran.
Man, that's the big play we're talking about.
He ran right behind Jalik Nelson, and it looked like Jalik Nelson was face-to-face with one of the Althoff offensive line and I don't know what happened.
Everybody was timid, and then Hill just took off. Credit to him for making a play.
Yeah, Collinsville uses their final timeout. We'll go ahead and keep it here for this one. So 1954, we won 30-7. 55, we won 45-7. They didn't play again until 1968. Collinsville won 10-0, and then things started to go a little wrong. They won in 1973, and then between 1974 and 95, they lost all 5 matchups to Althoff and got shut out in all 5 of those matchups.
Oh, boy.
And then they didn't meet each other again until 2010. Collinsville won that game, and then Althoff from 2011 to 2017, the two teams met in the season opener, and Althoff won all 6 of those after Collinsville won that first one.
Well, great football game here tonight. This is what we anticipated. The minute and 10 left to see if Collinsville can keep Althoff out of the end zone. Look for Hill to try to make some magic.
Well, I would imagine so after a couple of times having an empty backfield.
False start.
That's a false start. That'll back him up 5 yards. And it's good. Ellington clapped his hands like twice. Wanted that snap, and he wouldn't get it. And then when he clapped him a third time, that made his guys jump.
Yeah, that was Kylan Jordan out on the strong side of the field receiver. So Althoff going to go no huddle, and they're going to have 1st and 15 with 1:09 left.
1:09 to play. And the snap to Ellington. He rolls out to his right. He's looking. He throws, and he's got a man open. Oh, boy. Big hit by Chase Reynolds on Stephen Brown just when he caught the ball, and that's going to be a yard short of the original first down marker.
Ooh, baby, he can be a little timid to catch a football now.
I'm
Chase
telling you.
Reynolds lays some lumber on that one.
About 2 yards shy of the original line of scrimmage, so 2nd down and 12, 45 seconds to go. Here's Hill. He gets past the original line of scrimmage, and boy, oh boy, thankfully, Chase Reynolds got his hand on that ankle and took him down because he was on his way to the end zone.
Man, Hill is just a beast, right? Like he's just bouncing off guys, evades tackles. And
1st and goal, and they move the clock. Althoff's trying to save that final timeout. Here is Ellington in shotgun, hands the ball off to Hill. No, he's going to keep it and use Hill for a blocker, and then Ellington gets bum rushed at the 5-yard line, then gets pushed backwards, and that is going to be
have to be a timeout, right?
Yeah, timeout by Althoff. They'll use their final timeout. So all timeouts have been used. We'll still keep it right here for this one. 23.9 seconds left to play here in this first half. Collinsville doing their best to try to keep Althoff out of the end zone.
Man, it's going to be second and 3 maybe?
It's going to be second and goal. Looks like he got to the 4.
A second and goal from the 4. Althoff's going to have it's second down, but with the clock, you would think 1, maybe 2 plays.
Yeah, but if they run the ball and they don't get in, that is going to wind that clock down. They don't have a timeout to call.
That's what I'm saying. Can they get to the line of scrimmage? So
yeah, I don't
really,
know.
this play is huge. I maybe wouldn't be surprised if Althoff goes to the air, right? And then after that, try to get the ball to Hill for a touchdown.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to throw the ball to Hill. As that boy's got some moves, that's for sure.
Well, let's see what Coach Keith McGlasson has in store for this Kahok defensive crew. He's got his visor on backwards. He's ready to go, baby.
So second down and goal from they're only going to move it up to the 3-yard line instead of the 4. And it is Ellington in shotgun. Hill is the lone setback. He stands right behind Ellington as the fans get going a little bit. Now Hill is going to move over to the left-hand shoulder of Ellington. Here's the snap. Hill gets the handoff. There's a flag on the play. And Hill does not get into the end zone.
Quick flag.
Sure was.
I hope it's not a neutral zone infraction because they didn't blow it dead, right?
Well, and Hill didn't get into the end zone either. He got down to the 2. And it's going to be a false start against Althoff, so that changes things with 19 seconds left. You're not just going to be able to hand the ball off and run 3 yards ahead for a touchdown.
Well, a little break for Collinsville, but you got to think you're going to see Hill here again, right?
Oh, yeah, I would think so. Second down and goal, ball on the 8-yard line now. As Frazier and company pump in the play. Play clock just now started, so don't have to worry about getting it off anytime soon. You have Strong along with Gordon over there on the far side as wide receiver, so watch out. Far corner of the end zone. Here's the snap. Ellington rolls that direction. He's looking. He throws in the back of the end zone, and it's almost picked off. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Almost picked off by Darren Pinnell. He did everything but catch it.
Hit him right in the hands. Now, credit Pinnell because he jumped that route. The Althoff receiver was open, but that does give Althoff one more play to see if they can get in the end zone here.
4.1 seconds to go, so one more crack at it here from Althoff. And the crowd comes alive. Play clock is moving as Ellington goes over and talks things over with Austin Frazier to get that play. They're going to have to come back to the huddle quick and relay this unless they're just not going to have a huddle.
You might
they're going
see
to delay a game. Yeah, they're going to. Looks like they're doing that on purpose now. Couldn't get the play in on time, so a delay a game will take place.
Well, you'll probably. Here comes the referee. What's he talking about? He's not calling delay a game yet.
No. I really wish this is where the referees had a microphone. We can hear what's going on.
They're up. They're going to put time on the clock.
9 seconds. Well, they want the clock to go up from 4.1 seconds to 9 seconds.
Oh, man, why?
Wow. Who's keeping time down there? I thought the official scorekeeper or timekeeper was up here.
Wow, that's a big development in this game.
Wow, okay. Althoff got 5 extra seconds which to work with. Here is Ellington in shotgun. He's going to go back to pass, and he steps up. Habermill's behind him but can't catch up to him, and he's in for a touchdown.
Man, oh, man. Valiant effort by Collinsville, but Althoff gets some more time, so they end up.
Well, they probably could have done that with 4.1 seconds.
I was going to say, yeah, quarterback keeper, and credit Althoff's line for holding up and getting their quarterback into the end zone. Now, interesting here, the whole extra point PAT 2-point conversion conversation comes into play.
Yeah. Well, they don't have a kicker, so they're going to have to go for 2. Try to get it up to 14, which would be a 1-touchdown game. as Hill and Ellington still remain in the backfield. Last time they didn't even have Ellington out there for the extra point. Now they do. Hill gets the carry, and he barrels his way in for the 2-point conversion. And that is a big difference maker right there, man. It's a one-possession game once again.
My goodness, yeah. What a deal. Credit Collinsville for playing tough. Althoff hung in there, and, we would have liked to gone in, to the locker room, up a couple scores, but now it's one score, and what a football game.
Yeah,
this
so far it's been very entertaining, that's
Hopefully
for sure.
You guys that are tuning in are enjoying this. Another shout-out to Tammy and Marty Norton down in Naples, grandparents of Zay Norton, the big linebacker from Collinsville.
And a big shout-out to our guy down there, Alex Paz. He got some bad news earlier this week. That's liver cancer, and it's one of those things that can't be. He's waiting for a transplant, and he can't have a partial liver. It has to be a whole liver. So unfortunately, a live donor will not work. So
he's got
an uphill battle.
Yeah, so happy to see him out here tonight, and it's a challenge, but have full faith and belief in Mr. Alex. He's going to be just fine.
Yeah, we're all hoping, got our fingers crossed, and that he's a trooper and a fighter. All right, so Collinsville is going to get the ball back here, but there's only 1.9 seconds left, so we'll see if they have maybe a run back in them. I don't know. Stranger things have happened. It's going to be a squib kick, and it's going to be jumped on right at the 45-yard line.
Well,
so Collinsville is going to have one play. They'll have to get it downfield, 55 yards, if they want to up that score from where it is. Right now it's at 21-14. And we'll see
do you try to go deep and risk an interception return, or do you just go in up 21-14?
We'll find out together here, sir.
If I know Colton Rhodes, we're taking a shot.
Oh, yeah. The old proverbial why not.
Here comes K.J. Thorpe's Watt on the short side of the field.
They want the play clock to be started is what they want. There you go. 1.9 seconds, and now we're going to have another discussion. Not sure. I guess the 1.9 ran off the clock when they made the catch.
I think there was 1.9 when they kicked the ball, wasn't there?
Yeah. So there's a discussion. One coach is happy with the 1.9 seconds. The other coach is not happy with the 1.9 seconds. That would be Mr. Frazier. He thinks the half should be over.
I don't know about that.
I
could see running a second off.
It was a line drive shot, and as soon as he caught the ball, he was on the ground. Yeah. So if anything, there should be enough time for one play. 0.9.
No.
They're going to say that's the half. All right. That is the end of the first half. Collinsville leads 21-14. We have a timeout. It's time for the Woods Basement Systems halftime show, brought to you by Woods Basement Systems. All things basementy. Woods Basement Systems, working to keep homes dry since 1986. Woods Basement Systems, give them a call at their Collinsville headquarters at 618-708-4055. My conversation with Collinsville Bass Fishing head coach Dave Francis will come your way, along with some stats and some scores. All that and more coming up on the Woods Basement Systems halftime show here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Just because we're adults doesn't mean we don't have toys, am I right? If your adult toys consist of boats, campers, or RVs, then you need to call the GASA storage team of professionals. Winter weather in the Midwest can be quite harsh, and finding a place to properly store those expensive toys for winter can be just as rough as a Midwest winter. That's where the GASA storage team comes in, with outdoor self-storage and covered storage for your toys. They even have tractor-trailer parking. Conveniently located at Horseshoe Lake Road and 111 in Pontoon Beach. GASA Storage, for the safe storage of all of your toys. Contact the GASA Storage team, gasastorage@gmail.com, or call today, GASA Storage Team, 618-797-6100.
Plumbing or electrical problems? Is your AC or heater on the fritz? There are dozens of companies out there, but do you really know who you're letting in your home? Trust Tiger. Our technicians are clean-cut, drug-free, and background-checked. What other company can make this bold statement? Our 24-hour emergency service will ensure your plumbing, heating, AC, and electric are up and running no matter what time of day it is. Schedule your appointment today. Tiger Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Services. We earn our stripes every day.
Collinsville High School alumni Stacy Lauenstein, CHS class of 91, Lisa Bassetto, Sarah Sulke, and Tracy Limp, CHS class of 94, Tony Geisen, CHS class of 96, and Kevin Robinson, CHS class of 99, want to wish all of our Kahawks a great year. We look forward to cheering you on and supporting you. Work hard on the court and the field, as well as in the classroom. Remember, once a Kahawk, always a Kahawk. Hashtag Kahawk Family.
And we welcome you back to the Woods Basement Systems halftime show here on the Kahawk Sports Network. My name is Todd Duke, proud to introduce Mr. Dave Francis, one of the new head coaches here at Collinsville High School, and he's going to be the head coach of the Kahawk bass fishing team. How excited are you, sir?
Oh, ecstatic.
Yeah?
Thanks for having me.
Sure, no problem. All right, so talk to us what's been going on so far with the newest Kahawk team, the bass fishing team.
Well, basically right now we're in an evaluation process. We're actually starting that tomorrow. I have 2 anglers going out with me, and we'll be going out to Coughing Lake, which is up in between Hillsboro and Greenville, Illinois. Just going to run over the basics, see what kind of experience they have, see what areas we need to improve on, and go from there. It's a great program, and I wish I'd have had this opportunity when I was in high school.
I was going to say that because, you know, for the last couple of years now, folks have been talking about trying to get a bass fishing team here at Collinsville because other schools have already had one for a number of years now. So how excited were the kids when you first met these guys?
Oh, great. I mean, we're going to be fishing a series called ICAST, and they give away 100 scholarships every year. Anything they want to do in the fisheries industry. It covers everything from biologists to engineers, anything that you can think of. They can get a scholarship for bass fishing.
And I know you got another head coach that's joining you too, don't you?
Yes, his name is Coach Dave Stewart.
Dave Stewart used to play for the Oakland A's. Yeah. All right, so tell us a little bit about bass fishing and what it all entails when you guys actually go out for a competition.
Okay. Normally takeoff is around 6:30, 7 o'clock, and it's a best of 5 fish limit. Both kids, there's 2 kids and a driver. And all the fishing is done by the student anglers. The parent or captain is just going to drive the boat. In the ICAST series, coaches are able to assist with just about everything except putting a rod and reel in the water. With the Illinois State tournament, we're not allowed to do anything except drive. We can make recommendations on what kind of lures they should use, where they should go, things of that nature, but with them, that's it. So it's all basically letting them do their own fishing, judging on where they want to go, and hopefully they get the results they want.
What would somebody that doesn't know anything about bass fishing, what can you tell us that we might not know about competitive bass fishing?
The biggest thing with bass fishing, believe it or not, you can compare it to football, really. It is extremely mental. It's all about the decisions you make, when you make them, when you recognize what's going on the water with the fish, what they're doing. And the quicker that you react to that, the better off you're going to be.
So you know I'm not going to be able to go out and live stream this, right? I don't think they make extension cords that long and that waterproof. So you looking forward to it?
Yes. I can't wait.
When does your season get underway?
We're not going to fish any tournaments until next spring.
Okay.
I believe it's the end of February, beginning of March. We're going to be fishing the ICAST series again.
Right.
Up until then, it's basically evaluating, educating, and getting all of our guys up to speed where they need to be so they can fish tournaments, and then go from there.
All right, Dave Francis, thanks for joining us.
Thanks
Appreciate
for
it, man.
having
We'll
me,
talk
Todd.
to you down the line.
Go Kahawks.
Yeah, that's right. Dave Francis, the Collinsville High School bass fishing head coach, one of the 2 head coaches. We'll take a break here on the Woods Basement Systems halftime show. When we come back, the Collinsville Kahok Marching Kahawks will entertain you for a little while we continue getting stats and scores together. We'll be back in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville produces their own spirits and beer on site right at the restaurant. Pair that with some of the most unique menu items around the entire metro area, and you can see why they are such a hit. They can handle you and your family, or they can handle you and your group. Throw in the occasional live entertainment, and you can see why Old Herald Brewery and Distillery is a must-stop destination in Collinsville. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville, 618-855-8027, or online at oldheraldbrewing.com. Keep your ride shiny and clean with Extreme Details Vehicle Detailing in Collinsville. Owner Jay Merkel and his crew at Extreme Details believe in the value of community and in helping their community hold the value of their vehicles with a sharp-looking, clean ride that you and your community can be proud of. Extreme Details can handle any job, whether you drive a small car, an SUV, or even a bus or RV. No job is too big or too small at Extreme Details. Extreme Details offers scratch and oxidation removal, no matter what you drive: cars, trucks, motorcycles, boats, and more. Plus, Extreme Details can handle fleet vehicles for you and your company. Call Jay and the gang at Extreme Details at 618-977-1224. Check for periodic specials on the Extreme Details Facebook page. Put the shine in your ride with Extreme Details, 618-977-1224. Collinsville Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 1966 Vandalia, Collinsville Barbecue Supply is your one-of-a-kind barbecue headquarters that focuses on everything barbecue and cooking. Providing the best American-made barbecue grills, in-person class instruction, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts, including an in-house chef and pit master. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning rubs and sauces that support our nation's first responder and military organizations that focus on providing aid to the fallen, suicide prevention, and PTSD awareness. Stop by and see the guys at Collinsville Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Collinsville Barbecue Supply, home of the 4-time World Championship Patriot Sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at collinsvillebarbecue.com. 618-855-8855. Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 in Collinsville or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside.
Once again, welcome back into the Woods Basement Systems halftime show. Big congratulations to Kahok wide receiver KJ Thorpes-Watt. He is the king of the homecoming court, and the queen is Lady Kahok softball player Paulie Schreiber. So congratulations to both of them, and now you can sit back and enjoy the Collinsville Kahok Marching Kahawks here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Drum majors, Sebastian Avila, Brian Brown, Annabelle Phelps, and Miles Tonelato. You may take the field in performance.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, your Collinsville Kahok Marching Kahawks. We'll take another break on the Woods Basement Systems halftime show. When we come back, we'll throw some scores and some stats your way, and that'll be coming up next on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Collinsville Daily News, the new online source for everything newsworthy in and around Collinsville. This news source is designed to be the heartbeat of the Collinsville community and is owned and operated by members that live in this area. The Collinsville Daily News generates their revenue with local support from the community in which they serve and from advertising. They do not charge to read their content, so you'll never run into one of those annoying paywalls. Not only that, but the Collinsville Daily News offers free classified advertising. You have items you want to buy, sell, or trade? It's free to post. Wedding or engagements announcements, as well as obituaries, all free at CollinsvilleDailyNews.com. Plus, they have the content that matters most. Collinsville news you need to know, coverage of Kahawk sports, and a keen eye on city news. The Collinsville Daily News also has an event tab that allows you to find out what is going on in and around the region for you and your family, the heartbeat of the community. Helping readers make sense of an increasingly chaotic world. Check them out at CollinsvilleDailyNews.com, on social media sites Facebook and Instagram. The heartbeat of this community is the Collinsville Daily News.
Well, once again, welcome back to Kahok Stadium here at Collinsville High School. It's the Woods Basement Systems halftime show, and a big thank you once again to Dave Francis, one of the 2 new head coaches for the brand new bass fishing program that'll kick off in the spring of 2024. Enjoyed visiting with him and talking a little fishing. All right, let's take a look at your first half scores in the score area for football. Edwardsville all over Alton right now by a score of 49-0. It is Triad over Mascoutah, 14-3. Centralia and Marion in a close one. Collinsville going to Marion next Friday. Right now, Centralia has a 14-12 lead, a 2-point lead. Highland all over Civic Memorial by a score of 49-0. Roxana taking care of Freeburg right now, 35-13. Columbia blanking East Alton Wood River, 28-0. Mater Dei, that is the next opponent, by the way, for Althoff. They are handling Marquette right now by a score of 42-7. It is Chester over Carlisle, blanking the Indians 27-0, and Murfreesboro blanking Madison right now by a score of 44-0. And over at Busch Stadium, final 3 games of the year, not going too well in the first one, as the Cincinnati Reds have a 12-2 lead now over the Cardinals in the top of the 4th inning. Top of the 4th, man. All right, let's take a look at some of your first half stats. We'll begin with Althoff, and De'Air Hill has ran the ball 12 times for 137 yards. Antoine Strong has carried the ball 6 times for 36 yards. Their young freshman quarterback, Jaden Ellington, has carried the ball 10 times for 20 yards and has a couple of touchdowns through the air. Ellington is 4 of 7 for 29 yards, and those passes have been to 4 different receivers. Charleston Colden has 1 for 10 yards. Cooper Zimmer has 1 for 7 yards. Kylan Jordan has a catch for 9 yards, and Stephen Brown has a catch for 3 yards, and Althoff has been penalized 3 times for 25 yards. Collinsville's stats look like this. Ryan McIntyre has ran the ball 4 times for just 8 yards. He also has a fumble. Darren Pinnell has ran the ball 4 times as well, but he's picked up 34 yards. And Amari Rogers Parrott has ran the ball 1 time for 11 yards. See, I had that down as a pass, but we'll go ahead and change it to a run. I don't really care. Not even really sure at this point. Darren Pinnell through the air, 13 of 17, 185 yards and 2 touchdowns. He has also thrown passes to 4 different receivers. Amari Rogers Parrott has 4 catches for 25 yards. Isaiah Gordon has 3 catches for 38 yards, including a touchdown. Ryan McIntyre has 2 catches for 56 yards and a touchdown. And Chase Reynolds has 4 catches for 66 yards. Collinsville has only been penalized once in this contest, and that was for 10 yards. So Collinsville doing some good things down here as we are almost through this halftime festivities. Got a couple of minutes left until the second half kickoff, so one more timeout is coming your way, and we'll be right back to tell you all about the start of quarter number 3 in just a moment. And that's going to do it for the Woods Basement Systems halftime show here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Projects in and around your home can be daunting and overwhelming. Take the stress out of those projects and let AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions do all the heavy lifting. Former Kahok Adam Welly can help knock those projects off your list. From framing drywall, painting, and stair work inside to deck work, hardscapes, and concrete and retaining wall construction outside your home, including power washing and brush removal. Whatever the task, AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions can help.
Call Adam Welly for a free estimate at AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions, 314-252-8010. That's 314-252-8010. Back here once again at Kahok Stadium. Collinsville will get the ball first to begin the second half, as Cooper Zimmer is back to kick from the 40-yard line. Back deep for Collinsville, Ryan McIntyre and Amari Rogers-Parrott. And we are just about ready to get underway here in this second half, 21-14. Collinsville has the lead. Dr. Chris McCluskey is back with us. Here's a short kick. It's going to be taken by Amari Rogers-Parrott at the 25-yard line. Does a couple of nice moves, get across the 40. He's in the midfield, and he gets pushed out of bounds. Finally, at the end of the Collinsville bench, right around the 40-yard line. We'll have to see where they spot it.
Great return by your buddy Ross Perot's nephew, right? No, great return by Rogers-Parrott. I mean, that's big with Collinsville running the ball so much. You know, you flip the field and you put yourself in probably, you hate to say it, but 4-down territory if you need it. But look for Collinsville to come up and expose the interior and the linebackers of Althoff. They got to hang on to the football, Todd.
Yeah, they do. All right, we'll see if they can do exactly that, as Darren Pennell is back in shotgun. And he bumps into Ryan McIntyre as he tries to move the ball forward. Still gets some positive and decent yardage out of it. He's going to get about 4 on the play, but that could have been a lot worse.
Man, Darren was stuffed in the backfield, and he just kept his feet pumping and turned that into a positive yardage play. I was just talking to Darren's dad there at halftime, and I told him, I said, man, Darren is just having an incredible game, and so is Isaiah Gordon.
Yeah.
Man, in that first half. A lot of guys playing well, especially the defense, but Pennell and Gordon playing exceptionally well.
Just underway here in quarter number 3. Collinsville sends 3 wide receivers over on the far side. KJ Thorpe-Swat, your new homecoming court king, is over here on the near side. Handoff goes to McIntyre. McIntyre has his leg grabbed from behind, but still manages to get maybe a yard on the play there.
Credit big 66 Jason Dow, the 6'4", 288 junior out of Althoff, who we've done a good job of kind of avoiding here tonight, but he made a great play actually from the opposite side, so he must have a little speed.
Jason Dow, 35th rated defensive lineman in the country. He's got offers from Illinois, Auburn, and Iowa, as well as Iowa State right now. And he is 3rd in the St. Louis area in quarterback sacks with 7. Here's Pennell.
Go Darren.
Rolls out to his left. He's got plenty of room to run if he wants to. Steps up, gets the first down, has a little bit more, gets spun around at the 25-yard line, and he'll go down inside the 20-yard line to about the 24. So first down, Collinsville.
Yeah. QB1, Darren Pennell, has just been a handful for these Althoff Crusaders, and he comes up a little bit slow here. But Darren is a tough cookie. But when he gets on the edge, that run-pass option, he's giving him fits.
Zay Norton will come in and spell Ryan McIntyre as the running back. So a fresh set of legs, kind of, sort of. Norton plays defense as well, but
Norton's always fresh.
Yeah, he's
an animal.
Stand over a little bit to the back right shoulder of Pennell. Pennell keeps the ball, though, and there's the aforementioned Mr. Dowell, and he takes care of Pennell, and that's going to be another quarterback sack for Mr. Dowell. It'll be number 8, and that'll back Collinsville up a couple of yards. It'll bring up a second down and 12.
Yeah, Dow showing some energy here. You know, he was fairly ineffective in the first half, but he's made a couple big plays here. So I would think that you would see Collinsville stay away from him here. Maybe roll Pennell out here to the strong side of the field. See if we can expose the secondary.
9.5 minutes to go here in quarter number 3. Zay Norton in there again. Rogers-Parrott comes in motion, goes back the other way. Pennell, he's looking to pass, throws one down, and he's trying to get Habermill, and just missed his outstretched hands as number 9 against number 9. Baron Vaughn was step with Mr. Habermill there.
Collinsville's got a player down. That might be Corey Patton or Thomas Kohler. That's 60?
Looks like number, I thought it was 50.
Thomas Kohler?
No, could be. Kohler is the is the starter out there. The right guard. Looks like Amanda Bauer out there looking at some legs, but there is an injury timeout, so we'll go ahead and take a timeout as well, and we're back in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
First National Bank of Waterloo, with over 100 years serving the Metro East. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo at their Maryville or Collinsville locations for all of your banking, mortgage, and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, call the Collinsville team at First National Bank of Waterloo at 618-345-1121 or visit their Maryville or Collinsville locations or online at fnbwaterloo.bank. First National Bank of Waterloo, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Mike's Automotive in Collinsville is a T3 certified tire dealer and so much more. Sure, Mike's Automotive has tires. They can also help with making sure your entire vehicle is road ready, from belts and hoses to preventative maintenance like oil changes and tire rotation. Plus a lot more than that. Mike's Automotive has 3 locations to choose from. Mike's Automotive in St. Louis and Millstadt, and Mike's Automotive in Collinsville at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call Mike's Automotive at 618-345-0611. Mike's Automotive in Collinsville.
Thomas Kohler does come off under his own power, favoring that right leg a little bit. Here's the throw, and it's incomplete. Intended for Chase Reynolds, so that's going to bring up a 4th down and 12 for Collinsville now, not the way you wanted to start the second half.
Yeah, all of a sudden the interior line for Althoff is getting some penetration against
halftime adjustments, man, I'm telling you.
Halftime adjustments, that's right. So coaching will come into play here, and Collinsville will go for it on 4th and a long 11.
4th down. I mean, you
10,
can try to draw them off sides, but you're only going to get 5 yards, so I don't think that's the game plan here. So Collinsville going for it here on 4th down. 2 wide receivers over here on the near, 1 on the far. Habermill is in there as well. Here's the snap. Pinnell's going back to pass. He looks, he throws into the end zone and just overthrew Amari Rogers Parrott, and he had Mr. De'Aaron Hill there covering the whole way.
Yeah, Parrott had a step, but Darren threw more of a line drive, right, if he floated the ball to the corner. But it looked like Parrott kind of cut his route off a little short. Either way, turnover on downs. That will bring out the Althoff offense and Collinsville's defense.
So Althoff trails by a touchdown, and they'll get their hands on the ball offensively for the first time here in the second half. And Jaden Ellington back out there, the freshman quarterback in shotgun. He has Hill over his right shoulder, and he takes the snap and he hands it off to Hill, and Hill is going to get trapped in the backfield unless he can get out of it, and he does. He gets over the line of scrimmage, jumps over another player, and still on his feet, and he's going to get about 9 yards out of this.
That guy's unbelievable. I mean, he stopped in the backfield. Guys are all over him, and he gets 9 yards. So you know Althoff's going to put the ball in his hands, right?
Yep,
They're
sure
going to
do.
ride him this half. You're either going to have to stop him or you're going to have to outscore him.
Reminds me a little bit of our guy last year, Jerry Richardson.
Absolutely. You know, if you've got a horse, run with him, right?
Yeah. 8.5 minutes to go. Clock continues to run. We're in the third quarter. 2nd down and 1 now for Althoff, as they'll bring their wide receivers from the near side to the far side, 2 of them. Play clock down to 9 seconds. Ellington in shotgun, and he takes the snap, and he hands the ball off to Hill once again. No, he keeps it, and he has the first down. And those misdirection plays, man, they not only fool me, it looked like they fooled some of the Kahawks down there as well.
Yeah, Ellington doing a good job on that little option play. It's kind of strange. Normally we see options to the outside, but they're running an option up the middle. And then they just use Hill as a lead blocker.
Yeah.
It's really pretty smart.
Yeah.
Picks up the first down.
So this is where that turnover would come in handy.
Sure
right,
would.
Todd?
3 wide receivers over here on the near side, Strong, Colden, and Jordan. Hill once again remains the lone running back. There's a snap and a throw to the sideline, and they got a man open, and that's Kylan Jordan, and Jordan will get into Collinsville territory or close to it. And now Jordan looks a little injured, but he gets up.
Yeah, credit Chase Reynolds on a nice open field tackle against Jordan.
That'll be a pickup of about 7 on the play. It's going to bring up second down and 3, second down and 4. They moved the ball over into Collinsville territory at the 49 when initially the guy had it right down on the 50.
Well, Althoff on the move here. A little bit of a run pass steady dose here.
Yeah. Here's the snap, and this time Hill is going to get the ball, and
he's gone.
He's gone.
He is gone.
The question is can anybody catch him? And
Nope.
that's not going to happen. And we are, hey, Darren Purnell, stop doing that.
Nah, he was just trying to create a fumble.
He was trying to knock the ball out. He was already in the end zone.
Yeah.
Well, Althoff's going to have to go for 2 because they don't have a kicker. So this is one of those points in the game where it's kind of big. You know, because if you miss, then Collinsville still leads by that initial 1 point they led by earlier.
Yeah, there's that big play out of Hill that you know he's gonna.
Well, it looks like they're bringing out Cooper Zimmer to try to kick this ball. He's been handling the kickoff duties, but we have yet to see him try an extra point. It looks like they're not going to. He's just in there.
Gonna go for 2.
Yeah, they are.
Probably try to draw us off sides. Nope.
And there's the handoff, and
oh, come on, make the tackle.
There you go.
Yes.
Rolling arms. Tackles Antoine Strong, and the 2-point conversion fails, and Collinsville will lead by 1 point.
Ooh, baby. You know, you like to see Collinsville score. We get stopped. Althoff scores. But that point after attempt game, right now at least, looks to be in play. We'll see what Collinsville's offense can do here on their second possession in the second half.
Missed 2-point conversions will come back to haunt you. We saw that in that game at Mount Vernon. And we'll see if the same thing happens here tonight to the Althoff Crusaders after they missed that 2-point conversion and they still trail by a point.
I would be telling my return team to just be ready for a surprise onside kick. Not that they'll do it, but the way their offense is rolling, I wouldn't rule it out.
Zimmer is ready to kick off. McIntyre and Rogers Parrott are deep.
And Althoff is strong on this side of the field.
Zimmer's ready to go. And it's a high but shallow kick caught at the 18 by Rogers Parrott. He'll break it over here to this near sideline, and he'll get shoved out of bounds at about the 30-yard line, and that's where Collinsville will begin their second possession of the second half.
Yeah, great coverage by 18 Stephen Aki, sophomore,
Aki.
6 foot,
yeah,
191. That was a nice tackle for the Althoff cover man, and that'll bring Collinsville out with 6:54. Slow-moving quarter so far.
All right, well, Collinsville's got to go 70 yards if they want to extend their 1-point lead into another 8 or 7-point lead or whatever the case may be after whatever we do.
They're going to have to handle the line a little better
Yeah.
here on this drive.
That's for sure. 2 wide receivers far, 1 near, 1 comes into motion, and the handoff is going to go to McIntyre, and McIntyre is going to go nowhere. Might have got back up to the line of scrimmage.
Once again, Collinsville had success in the first half running the ball behind their line, and so far Althoff has really, I don't know if they're made adjustments or playing better, but they're owning the line of scrimmage right now on defense.
Loss of a yard on the play will bring up second down 11. So Collinsville, after gaining a big chunk of yardage on that first possession here to open the second half, they've kind of run stagnant here. 2 wide receivers far once again. KJ Thorpe's Watt over here by himself. McIntyre, the lone running back, but Pinnell's going to keep the ball. He's got a little bit of room, puts on a nice move. He is going to be ran out of bounds at about the 40-yard line. I think they're going to mark him down about a half a yard short, maybe.
Yeah, he came face-to-face with number 1 Charleston Colden.
Well, they're going to give him the first down. Nice job.
And Darren did not run out of bounds, and he actually won the battle against Mr. Colden. But credit Colden for running our quarterback out of bounds, but moving the chains is exactly what Collinsville needed there.
Sure is, man. That's what you got to do at this particular point. 6 minutes to go here in quarter number 3, 21-20 in favor of Collinsville. Jalik Nelson, the lone wide receiver on the far side, 2 stacked up over here on this side. Here's the snap and another keeper by Pinnell, and he's not got anywhere to go, and he's going to go down.
Oh, man, he tried to reverse course, and number 7, Cooper Zimmer, 6'2", 224, had contained, and Darren ran into a brick wall there.
Yeah, loss of 5 on the play, brings up a 2nd down and 15.
But you won't see Darren reverse course on the field after that.
Yeah.
2nd and 15 for the Kahawks.
Well, Althoff's made some good defensive adjustments. Let's see what Collinsville's offensive coordinators have in store.
Devin Habermill winds up as a wide receiver over here on this near side. 3 on the right, 1 on the left, and a dropped snap. Pinella's on the run, and he throws the ball, but it hits the ground trying to find Habermill, and that's going to be an incomplete pass, and they'll bring up 3rd down and 15.
Yeah, a little bit of a botched snap, but there was still penetration through the line of scrimmage from Althoff, so Collinsville is going to have to make some adjustments to figure out what's going on that front 5. They played so well in the first half.
Yeah, they did.
And it's been a total role reversal here in the second half.
Sure has. 4:58 left to play here in this 3rd quarter. 21-20 in favor of Collinsville. Kahawks need to get to the 50-yard line for a 1st down, so they've got a ways to go. 2 wide receivers over on the far side. That includes Habermill. 2 more over here on this side. McIntyre, the lone running back. Pinnell, he's going to use McIntyre as a blocker. Rolls out and incomplete. Oh, he did catch it. Oh, nicely done there by KJ Thorpe-Swat. His first catch of this game gets him up to the 46-yard line. So that's going to bring up a 4th down and 4 to go here for Collinsville.
Interesting call here. Do you go for it on the
like
46, or do you try to pin Althoff deep? Looks like Collinsville's going to go for it. Yeah, nice adjustment by Thorpe-Swat. That ball was well underthrown.
Yeah. I would imagine you will find Collinsville trying to draw Althoff offsides. Collinsville only 1 penalty in the first half. Althoff only had 3, so
pivotal play here in this game.
Sure is. There's a snap. And Pinnell's going to keep it. He's got a little bit of room, does a stiff arm, and then gets shoved backwards.
Oh, he got it.
Forward for a 1st down. What a big play by Darren Pinnell. No one happier than Mom and Dad.
Wow, my goodness. Could turn out to be one of the pivotal plays in the game. I mean, he got smoked backwards. Look at him. He is struggling because he got hammered, and he kept going and got the 1st down. We're going to see what Darren's made of right now.
Man, oh, man, he got hammered big time.
He shook up.
He's going to take his time over there getting the play from Colton Rhodes. Got 15 seconds left on the play clock.
This reminds me of a Colby Anderson moment, right?
Yeah.
Where he just puts a team on his shoulders and
Colby Anderson, part of the coaching staff now. He's up on the roof here at the press box helping out the coaches. Pinnell in shotgun. Rogers Perot goes in motion. Handoff goes to McIntyre, and McIntyre goes nowhere.
No, again, big number 66.
Down. Yeah.
I mean, he has decided to come out of nowhere here in the second half.
Had 33 tackles on the year coming into this game, 17 for a loss. And I mentioned those 7 sacks. He's already picked up 1 here tonight, so now he has 8. And he started the night number 3 in all of the St. Louis metropolitan area in the sack department.
He's not hurting his case in the stat category here in the second half, that's for sure.
Not at all. We are approaching 3 minutes left to go here in quarter number 3. 2nd down and 13 after a loss of 3 on the play. Pinnell in shotgun. 2 wide receivers on either side of the formation. Here's the snap. Pinnell back to pass, throws it quickly, and Rogers Parrott couldn't hold on to it. Went right between his arms, then right between his legs.
It was a low throw, so a little hard to hang on to. Pinnell, who was right on the money in the first half, seems to be underthrowing the football here a little bit in the second half, so we'll see what the 3rd and long brings out for the Kahawks.
2:56 left to go. Clock stopped after the incomplete pass. Collinsville looking at a 3rd down and 13. Got to get to the Althoff 39-yard line for a 1st down. Here's the snap. Pinnell back to pass. Looks near sideline. Throws near sideline. Got KJ, and KJ had a lot of company there with Charleston Colden, and KJ couldn't hold on to the ball, and now he's a little roughed up over here on the sideline, but he'll get up, and Collinsville's looking at another 4th down, and this time they are going to punt.
You know, KJ initially had a step, and then the ball was a good ball, but it was up high, and Colden closed really, really well. And again, I mentioned Big Brother's a cornerback in the NFL, and you can guarantee you he's taught him a thing or two about footwork and closing. And that was an excellent play by cornerback Colden.
KJ comes off flexing that right wrist. Here is the first punt of the game for Collinsville. It's a nice one by McIntyre. It's going to take a bounce inside the 15-yard line, and before it has a chance to go backwards. Oh, nice job there by Amari Berry to keep that thing from going backwards.
Yeah, great punt, and we'll see what Collinsville's defense has in store. They're going to have to stop that quarterback-running back duo.
Yeah, they sure are. 2:39 left to play here in this third quarter. 21-20 in favor of Collinsville. Collinsville earlier in the game had a 21-6 lead. Well, Althoff drove the ball down the field twice late in that second half, including a touchdown with 1.9 seconds to play.
Collinsville had the momentum, but Althoff definitely has it now.
Man comes into motion, snap. Ellington's going to go back to pass. He throws it. He's got a man open, and boy, that man took a hit, but he already had a first down. That was strong.
Oh, boy.
And it looks like whoever did the
I
hit.
think that was Darren.
Yeah, Darren Pinella. He's a little banged up, man. He's taking a licking out there tonight.
He said, leave me alone. I'm good.
Yeah. Colton Rhodes is calling him over.
His arm's in trouble.
Yeah, that's his right arm, too.
Yeah, no, this is not good.
He's going to come out of the game, and Jalik Nelson is going to come in and take his place.
Hopefully it's just a
stinger?
Yeah, just a stinger.
He's going to go get checked out by Amanda Bauer. And it's 1st and 10 after the play for Althoff. Low snap picked up by Ellington. He'll throw the ball downfield. He's got a man wide open. That's a catch and a touchdown. Charleston Colden is going to go all the way to the house on a 72-yard touchdown catch.
Yeah, Collinsville sold out and left Colden wide open. He had 10 yards on the Collinsville safety, and that's good. 6 points to put Althoff up now. The first lead of the game, 26-21.
Well, Althoff scored the first touchdown in the game and led 6-0, but they haven't led 6.
That's right, my fault.
But now they are up by 5, and they're going to go for 2 here, I'm sure. They have all night, so why not stop now when you can make it a touchdown lead? And looks like a complete flip-flop from one half to the other here.
Yeah, definite momentum shift. And credit Althoff and their adjustments. Their defensive line just came out and has owned the line of scrimmage here.
They have. Here's the 2-point conversion try. Hill with the ball, but he's not going to get there. And Collinsville once again stops the 2-point conversion, so it'll stay 26-21 in favor of Althoff.
Well, that's a big stop.
It is. We will take a timeout here. 26-21, Althoff, 1:56 left to play here in quarter number 3, and we're back after a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Herald Square and Cold Herald, 2 great additions to the Collinsville landscape. Next to the Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, Herald Square is a new outdoor multi-use event space in Collinsville. Concerts, fun and games, farmer markets, and so much more. Herald Square, a great space for Collinsville's future. And just off the square's turf, Cold Herald, old-fashioned scooped ice cream gelato, house-made recipes, and premium-sourced product. If you're over 21, ask about the good stuff at Cold Herald. Watch Collinsville grow. Herald Square and Cold Herald, 2 great new additions, only in Collinsville, Illinois.
Zimmer ready to kick the ball off again, and once again out deep is Amari Rogers-Parrott and Ryan McIntyre. And it's a line drive kick that's going to hit Amari Rogers-Parrott in the foot. He picks it up at the 15, and he gets out of one tackle with, there was already too much momentum there as he was slammed by Stephen Brown for Althoff, and Rogers-Parrott got about 2 more yards before that momentum of that hit just knocked him down.
Unfortunately, that right there is sort of characteristic of what's been going on here in the second half, right? Collinsville just a step behind Althoff. So this is a big possession for Collinsville. Darren Pinnell still seems to be moving a little slow out there, but he is a competitor.
24-yard line is where they'll set this down. And
confusion out there.
Yeah.
Oh, holding against Collinsville. Oh, boy.
Oh, I didn't even see a flag. I'm having a hard time picking up flags tonight.
I think that Rogers Parrott thought maybe he got horse collared or face mask. He was asking for a penalty, and he got it, but it went the wrong way.
I don't understand how there could even be a hold there. That was a lickety-split, snap play that happened. And
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
This is what it is. Collinsville's got their backs against the wall. Let's see what these kids are made out of, huh?
Line of scrimmage is now the 14-yard line after the 10-yard penalty. Took him from the 24 back to the 14. Darren Pinnell, we hope he's all right, but he's back out there playing QB1. And a wide receiver of A.J. Main comes into the game. There's the snap. Nobody in the backfield to run, so Pinnell's going to throw. He scoots around, throws it on the run, and he throws an interception. Right into the hands of Hill. That's the one guy you don't want to have the ball, and he's going to take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Man, good coverage out of Althoff. Darren tries to force the ball, but Hill was right there waiting on him. Collinsville has a player down. A big turn of events here. Pinnell trying to thread the ball in. And Collinsville still has a player down. Not sure who that is. Looks like he's hobbling on his left leg. That is, can you get a number, Glenn? 66. Is that right, 66? Edwin Kircher is going to be helped off the field by his teammates. They're going to take their time getting him off. Like Collinsville can sort of take a deep breath.
They need a couple of deep breaths.
Oh, man.
What a tale of two different halves here, man.
I mean, night and day, right?
Yeah, it is.
Night and day.
Another two-point conversion try coming up here for Althoff. Right now, they have an 11-point lead, trying to stretch it to 13. And once again, De'Ara Hill is the lone running back. He'll stand over the left-hand shoulder of Ellington. And the snap, Ellington's going to throw. He's going to get chased out of the pocket. And a throw will go in and incomplete. And the two-point conversion fails once again. But Collinsville now has their work cut out for them. They trail by 11. 1:36 left to play here in this third quarter. And we'll be back in just a moment after a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Looking for good food, good times, and good people? Look no further than the Bridge Inn in Caseyville. Just over the bridge from the Kahok Stadium, Bridge Inn features a friendly and courteous staff that serves up the coldest drinks and the best food in the Metro East. Lunch and dinner is available daily with a breakfast menu every Saturdays and Sunday morning. And don't forget about fantastic fish fry Fridays. Bridge Inn also features pool tournaments on most weekends and a gaming area for the over 21 crowd. Bridge Inn in Caseyville. Check them out at 519 North Main Street in Caseyville. Call for carryout orders at 618-344-3530. The best is yet to come at the Bridge Inn in Caseyville. 618-344-3530.
Zimmer with another kickoff for Althoff, and that's a little squibber. It's going to be picked up by Rogers Parrott at the 25-yard line. He got past a couple of would-be tacklers and then finally gets brought down at the 40-yard line, and that's where Collinsville will start this possession. But, boy, the Kahawks have a big uphill battle on their hands all of a sudden.
Yes, they do. Like you said, tale of two halves. And Collinsville's been having trouble moving the football, trouble on defense. They gave up a turnover, and now all of a sudden it's a two-score game. So Collinsville could certainly benefit from moving the ball here and putting some points on the board in this possession as they've been shut out here in the second half.
I think this is a possession you just got to score. Late guy coming out onto the field as Nico Patton trots out there and then comes back. A little confusion there by Collinsville. Play clock is down to 6 seconds as they break huddle. They're going to have to hurry up and get this one off. Pinnell in shotgun takes the snap. He's going to throw, and he misfires again. Threw that one just a little bit too far out in front of Rogers Parrott.
Yeah, I think Rogers Parrott actually stopped on his route. You know, he was running, but when you're coming across the middle and you know there's linebackers waiting, sometimes you just hesitate, and that caused the ball to be out of his reach.
Second down and 10 now coming up here for Collinsville. We need another halftime. We can go in and make some more adjustments.
Right.
Two wide receivers on the far. KJ Thorpe's Watt over here on the near side. McIntyre, the lone running back. and he's going to not get the ball. Throw is complete to Rogers Parrott, and he caught that ball actually a yard behind the line of scrimmage, but gets about 5 yards on the play, so that'll bring up a 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, good positive yardage play. Pennell delivers a nice ball, gets the ball out of his hands, gets the ball out in space. Collinsville has 3rd and 5. With this score, you'd figure they're in 4-down territory, right?
Yeah, I would think so. Gordon and Rogers Parrott on the far side as wide receivers. KJ over here by himself. Snap, handoff, goes to McIntyre. McIntyre maybe got back to the line of scrimmage, maybe got a yard. At any rate, it's going to bring up 4th down and about 4.
Same thing, nothing doing. Collinsville had success up the middle in the first half, the whole half, and now Althoff has just slammed the door.
Sure have.
A big play here for Collinsville.
Got to have this first down, K-Hawks. 25 seconds left here in this 3rd quarter. Same formation, McIntyre the running back. Same 2 wide receivers far. KJ over here on the near side. And Pennell takes the snap. He's going to go back to pass. Now he's got to run with it because he got into trouble. He throws the ball on the run.
Pass
and
interference?
No flag thrown as the pass was intended for KJ Thorpe's Watt. Running right behind him was Charleston Colden. Thought Charleston may have got a hand in the back there, but no call.
I think he did, but it wasn't enough to, it wasn't obvious. The ball was a little bit out of reach for Thorpe's Watt, and now all of a sudden turnover on downs, and boy, Collinsville needs a stop or a turnover here.
9.9 seconds left to play here in this 3rd quarter. So Althoff will have enough time for 1 play at least as Ellington is back out there, and man comes into motion. That is Colden. Here's the snap. Handoff goes to Hill. He goes up the middle, bounces off of a would-be tackler and turns something into nothing once again. Got about 9 on the play.
Yeah, he does, and you have to think Collinsville's defense being on the field virtually the entire 3rd quarter may come into play from a fatigue standpoint.
That is the end of quarter number 3. We have a timeout. We will take a timeout. Back in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Got vinyl? Rich's Record Emporium in Uptown Collinsville can take care of all of your vinyl needs and more. You can peruse through thousands of records, from country to hard-to-find jazz, and classic rock is always in stock at Rich's Record Emporium. Used vinyl, new vinyl, and hard-to-find vinyl. Don't forget to check out the audio room at Rich's, where you can check out the latest in audio gear, from new top-of-the-line speakers to turntables and receivers, plus all of the accessories. Rich's has t-shirts, record cleaners, turntable needles, wall art, and so much more. If you can't find what you're looking for at Rich's, they will do their best to find it for you. Don't forget to mention seeing this ad on the Kahok Sports Network for a 10% discount at checkout. Rich's Record Emporium, 131 West Main Street in Collinsville, or call 618-795-1333 or online at richesrecordemporium.com.
Back here at Kahok Stadium, Todd Duke, Dr. Chris McCluskey, Glenn Woodcock with you. Glad you're with us here on the Kahok Sports Network. We have entered the 4th quarter. Collinsville trails by 11. Althoff, though, has the ball, and they have it in pretty good field position as they start off on Collinsville's 37-yard line. And boy, oh boy, we could use a turnover right about now.
That would be ideal, wouldn't it, Todd?
Handoff goes to Strong, and Strong is going to go backwards. And he will get credit for a little forward progress. Looks like they're going to spot him down at around the 43, 41. Make up your mind, guys. 42-yard line, so a loss of 5 on the play will bring up a 2nd down and 15.
Yeah, good start for Collinsville's defense. You know, they've got to have a stop or a turnover here, right?
Yeah. Strong remains the lone running back. Hill not out there right now. 3 wide receivers all stacked up here over on this near side. Here's the snap. Ellington rolls out to his right, looking to pass, steps up now, and he is going to have a little bit of running room. Got back to the original line of scrimmage, and then he gets popped by Jalik Nelson, and they're going to mark him down right at the original line of scrimmage, plus a yard, so it'll bring up 3rd down and 9 for the Crusaders.
Well, great open field tackle by Jalik Nelson, right? The quarterback was stopped in the backfield. He evaded a tackle, and if he gets by Jalik, it's probably pay dirt.
Yeah, probably.
So we'll see. Collinsville's defense can get a little gritty here and make a big stop.
So De'Ara Hill is still not in the game right now. Strong remains the lone running back. And he gets the handoff. He'll go up the left side. He's got some room, and he gets pulled down from behind by Darren Pennell, and he dragged Pennell about 7 yards while he was running.
Don't know if that's going to be enough for a first down. They may have to have a measurement.
Well, it looks like he's going to be a yard short. Fourth
Oh,
down and
yeah,
1.
Okay, all right.
4th and 1 for the Crusaders.
Jaden Ellington, the freshman quarterback, comes from the sideline with the play. As we are 2 minutes into this fourth quarter, 10 minutes left to go. Here's a snap. Handoff again goes to Strong. He's got the first down and a little bit more, and he takes Pennell for another ride. Pennell's not letting go of that ankle.
No, Collinsville's trying to force a turnover, but Althoff's running backs are hanging on to that football two-handed, and that's a big fourth down play for the Althoff Crusaders.
Yeah. Althoff knocking on the door here. They have the ball inside the 15. They'll spot it down at the 14. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Althoff. They can get a first down at the 4-yard line.
They're going to load up with a loaded backfield again.
Strong again, the only running back in there, and Strong's going to get the ball, and he goes up the middle, and Collinsville's having a hard time tackling anyone wearing a number 0 on their back, whether it's the 10 of Hill or the 0 for Strong.
Yeah, I think Collinsville's defense is just gassed right now. I mean, they've been on the field the entire second half.
First down at the 1-yard line, so it'll be 1st and goal for the Crusaders. And Althoff looking to run up the score here. 3 straight touchdowns here to begin this second half for Althoff, and they're looking for number 4 here.
They're going to go with the same stack set. 2 lead running backs on the strong side of the field. Althoff hands the ball off.
Yeah, and nothing doing. Well, Collinsville's doing a pretty good job on the missed 2-point conversions, but unfortunately, or on the on the missed 2-point conversions, that's the first time they've stopped them when it's that close on the 1-yard line.
Yeah, that'll bring up 2nd down and goal from the 3.
Back them up 2. Here's another snap, and it's a bad snap. Oh, man. If that ball would have kept rolling instead of stopping when it came out, Collinsville probably would have had a chance to grab it, but it hit the ground and then kind of moved back toward the end zone, and that allowed Ellington to jump back on top of it.
Definitely a missed opportunity there.
Big loss on the play, though, so now the line of scrimmage all the way back to the 11.
Here comes Hill back into the game.
3rd and goal from the 11-yard line.
Think he's going to get the ball?
Well, I mean, if I were a betting man, I'd give it to him.
I would, too.
You're probably going to see that little option play again.
3 wide receivers on the far side. Hill is now the lone setback. Here's the snap. And rolling out to his left is Ellington. He'll throw the ball. A wobbly pass, and it's broken up at the last minute by Darren Pennell. And boy, oh boy, Colden almost had himself a touchdown in the corner of the end zone.
You know, Pennell returned the favor. Colden made a great play against Thorpe's Watt. Pennell makes a great play against Colden. Pennell's still hobbling around, but Colden could smell that one, and Pennell ruined it for him.
Yeah, 1st down and goal now, or 4th down and goal, excuse me, for Althoff from the 11-yard line. Big play here.
Huge play here. Collinsville has to have a stop. Althoff probably going to take a timeout, I think.
Yep, I would imagine so. Yep, that's exactly what they're going to do. So a timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. Back in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the Kahok Sports Network and KahokSports.com.
Back once again at Kahok Stadium. Todd Duke is my name. Dr. Chris McCluskey on the other headset. And Glenn Woodcock doing a fantastic job on the camera tonight. 7:37 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Collinsville trails by 11, 32-21. It's 4th down and 11, 4th down and goal from the 11 for Althoff. Collinsville needs a big stop here, and then they're going to have to travel about 90 yards for a score. They're going to have to.
I mean, you got to get a stop here to have a chance, right?
Yep.
And look for, you would think Hill, but they didn't go to him last time.
Yeah. Ellington in shotgun. He is going to hand the ball off.
Reverse,
It's a reverse
and
to
he's
Strong.
gonna walk in.
And Strong's going to walk into the end zone.
And Collinsville keys on Hill. Credit Althoff's offensive coordinator for pulling out the trickery. Collinsville does not contain, and that is going to make things a heck of a lot more difficult for Collinsville as the crowd starts to exit the building.
Yeah, I saw a couple of them leaving on that last touchdown. 38-21.
Big thanks to Cameron Tidball for showing up here at Kahok Stadium, one of the solid Kahok supporters from here in Collinsville.
2-point conversion try once again for Althoff. Hill is the lone running back. It's the snap and a throw into the corner of the end zone. That's picked off, but on a 2-point conversion, up the sideline is Isaiah Gordon. Gordon's got to get past Hill, and Hill says, nope, you'll have none of that, sir.
No.
Flag on the play.
Flag,
I believe Hill grabbed him around the head to tackle him.
Charge that on the kickoff, maybe? Is that right?
I don't know. I didn't think you could run back a 2-point conversion anyway. I didn't think so. It's like a,
I'm not sure they know either.
It's an extra point try is what it is.
It's either
you can't,
good or no good,
You
right?
can't. Yeah, it's good or no good. So.
I think the referee's explaining that to him now. Should have blown it dead.
Returned an interception on a conversion.
So referee explains to his crew that
they should have blown the whistle is what they should have done.
Yeah,
before somebody got hurt.
Null and void there. Be interesting if they just waved the flag off or if they enforce it on the kickoff, even though it should have been a dead ball.
Yeah. He still committed a foul, though.
I think they're going to enforce it because they let the play be live, right? So
Personal foul called on the Crusaders.
Yeah, Frazier's coming across the field. He's mad.
Yeah, I
he
would
thinks
be
that
too.
he thinks that Collinsville is going to get the ball on the 40-yard line because that's where the guy is going with it after the. Yeah, so they're when actually the referee was just going to give it to the kicker to put it down where he kicks from. So. So there really technically shouldn't be a penalty, right? Because there shouldn't have been a play.
Right.
So they're going to let them kick it off at the normal spot they kick it off from, which is the 40. Wow. Just a strange turn of events here from one half to the next.
Certainly a tale of two halves in this football game, without a doubt. I don't know that I've ever seen a bigger contrast in halves, right?
Yeah. So the referees want to talk some more. What are they talking about?
I have no idea. We're going to back up Collinsville.
I don't think so. So now the head referee is going to come over and talk. Colton Rhodes has got the couple of sideline judges over here. Delvin Cross is out there trying to explain.
Poor referees run a quarter mile here in the last 2 minutes.
Yeah.
I think Colton's saying you can't, Coach Rhodes is saying you can't throw a flag and call a personal foul and then just forget about it. I think that's what they're arguing.
Yeah, I know that the play shouldn't have been ran forward after the interception.
But they let it.
But they let it happen, and the guy, grabbed his opponent by the helmet and threw him down to the ground.
Delvin Cross is really upset over this.
Yeah, he is.
So he came back to the sidelines. That's wise.
So another head scratcher here as far as Colton Rhodes is concerned about what's going on with the refereeing crew. course, we had that
I think
onside kick at Mount Vernon that was penalized, and
I think the crew's trying to pretend like it didn't happen.
Yeah.
But they let it happen.
Yeah, referee he's like, talk to the hand.
Yeah, he's like, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Colton thought about fouling him. Thank goodness he
Yeah.
didn't.
All right, so everything stays the way it is. It's a regular kickoff for Zimmer from the 40-yard line. Once again, Rogers, Parrott, and McIntyre are back deep. That one's going to skip past everybody and go out of bounds, and that will be a flag. And Collinsville will get the ball 1st and 10 from their own 35.
Well, Collinsville's going to have to pull some magic. They're going to have to score quick, maybe get a turnover, score again.
Down by
or
17
an onside
points.
Kick maybe.
Well, first off, you got to score.
That's it.
You're down by 17 points. You get a touchdown, then the regular conversion kick, and you're down by 10.
Coach Colton Rhodes giving the play to Darren Pinnell. Looks like Gordon's coming off. Pinnell's going to take the play in.
Yeah, 20 seconds left on the play clock, so we're good there. But Collinsville's going to have to pull some rabbits out of their hat here.
Here comes junior Chase Reynolds into the game. McIntyre gives him the play.
Nelson, McIntyre, and Reynolds over here on the near side. McIntyre now goes over to the other side. Pinnell, he throws the ball, and he throws it a little bit too short for McIntyre once again.
Yeah, I think the fatigue of Pinnell, I mean, he's hobbling off the field again. The poor guy's just gotten beat up, and it's tough to deliver a pass. He's hobbling on his plant leg, which is his right leg. It's just tough to deliver a good ball.
Incomplete pass stops the clock. 7:26 left to play here in this fourth quarter as Rogers Parrott and Thorpe's Watt are over on the far side. McIntyre, the lone running back, and the snap to Pinnell. He gets rid of it quickly, and this time he finds Rogers Parrott. Parrott is going to get his feet taken out from underneath him by Colden, and right before the first down marker, so he's going to be a couple of yards short. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 2.
Yeah, that was a good ball by Pinnell. He was under pressure and delivered a nice ball, some positive yardage, and K-Hawks are slowly but surely moving the ball up the field here.
Tell you what, man, got Marion at Marion next week, and then you got Cahokia and Triad. It's just not an easy finish to this season, and if Collinsville falls to 3-3, their playoff hopes might be in jeopardy. Oh, there's a botched play, ball on the ground. Who has it? And Collinsville does, and it'll give them a first down.
Right?
Yeah.
I think somebody, Collinsville has a player down
Yeah,
again.
I think Chase Reynolds and Ryan McIntyre ran right into each other during that play, and that's what popped out the ball. McIntyre is on the ground, but he's going to get up with no problem at all, and the ball took a big bounce forward. Collinsville was lucky enough to be able to jump on it right about the 48-yard line, and that'll give them a first down.
Well, we are seeing some grit and toughness out of Collinsville right now. You can tell these guys have been through it, and they're continuing to stay out there and give it their best. And credit to those tough young men. This is not an easy game to play.
Coach Frazier not happy with the call. He doesn't think that a fumbled ball should be brought forward for a first down, but
what else?
The ball popped out of there, and that's where it landed. So.
Right.
The recovered fumble gives the K-Hawks a first down.
Heck of a way to get a first down.
Sure is. The most unconventional way of all the ways. So 1st and 10 for Collinsville from their own 48. 2 wide receivers on both sides of the formation. Zay Norton is the running back now after McIntyre had to go out. A one-handed grab on that snap. Flag on the play. That's going to be a holding call against Collinsville, and it's not going to matter what happens at the other end unless it was intercepted, and Strong just knocked that out of the way as Nelson was the intended receiver. And it'll be holding against Collinsville as we thought.
Rolling Pinnell out to the left. It's a lot to ask to throw the ball, back to the right side of the field across his body.
Dowell was over here in front of Collinsville's bench making sure they knew it was a hold against Collinsville.
Absolutely.
He was playing referee. So, yeah, it's going to be 1st and long.
Collinsville's going to have 1st and 20 from their own 37.5, it looks like, yard line.
Same formation as Rogers Parrott comes into motion. Snap, Pennell dumps one over the middle, and immediately Zay Norton gets tackled as soon as he catches the ball, and that's going to be a loss of another yard.
Yeah, tried the little screen pass. It's like number, is it 16, Timothy Lockett? I can see the number right. Maybe 15. Wyatt Golden.
We're under 6 minutes to go here in this fourth quarter. Second down and 21 now for Collinsville. 3 wide receivers on this near side. Pennell back to pass. Escapes some trouble on the run. Throws the ball, but overthrows everyone. He was trying to go for Rogers Parrott over here at midfield, but threw it into the Kahok bench.
Yeah, a lot of pursuit out of the Crusader defense. It's like number 44. Is that Christopher Jenkins, a senior? 5'9", 280 in the backfield, pressuring Pennell. So 3rd and long for your Kahawks here late in this contest.
5:40 to go here in this fourth quarter. 3rd down and 21. And again, KJ over on the far side. 3 more wide receivers over here on this side. There's the snap. Pennell back to pass once again. Steps up and throws, and Chase Gordon never turned around.
Yeah, no, Chase didn't know the ball was coming, and the ball hit
Hill.
Mr. Hill right in the hands. That really should have been a pick 6.
Darren had to get rid of it quick. He was getting closed in on, so I think that was what happened there. And Chase Reynolds never turned around because he wasn't at the end of his route yet to turn around.
Right.
Stops the clock with 5:33 left, and it's going to bring up 4th down and 21. And Collinsville looks like they're going to go for it.
No choice at this point.
Yeah.
Probably see some kind of a Hail Mary type of situation, maybe a go route to Gordon or to Thorpe's Watt.
Zay Norton lines up as a wide receiver. Empty backfield. Here is Pennell. He's going to have to roll out, and he's going to have to roll out quick. And he throws on the run across his body, and that's going to go out of bounds. Never really had a chance on that play, and Althoff's going to take over on downs.
Yep, just Collinsville, man, what a rough second half, and these boys are just out of gas at this point.
Yeah, I think so. I think both the offense and the defense are out of gas.
Yeah, they're out of gas. And, credit them for coming out and owning that first half, but whatever adjustments were made or, whatever it was, Althoff definitely came out and owned the second half, and outside of a miracle, they're going to walk out of here victorious.
Yeah, they are.
Tonight.
Outside of a miracle is correct. 5:24. Collinsville needs 2 touchdowns and a field goal just to tie it. Here's the snap, and the handoff is going to go up the middle to Hill, and Hill just ran straight forward this time without making a bunch of jukes and jives, and he knows.
Yeah, I guess you'd think Collinsville will start to use timeouts, right? Or maybe that just might let it run out and get off the field. I'm not sure.
Yeah, Crusaders have already used a timeout, so they have 2. Althoff is in no hurry to run a play. I'll let the play clock go down as far as they can. We're under 5 minutes to go here in this fourth quarter, and it looks as if Collinsville is going to drop to 3-3. 5 wins does not guarantee you a playoff spot any longer. 6 usually does, 5 does not, so Collinsville is going to have their work cut out for them if they want to make the playoffs 3 years in a row. There's a flag in the backfield, most likely a holding call against Althoff.
Well, that makes Marion a must-win game, right?
Yeah, at Marion. And during our halftime scoreboard, Marion was trailing Centralia 14-12. I haven't started doing my homework on Marion yet. I'll start that on Monday, but holding call against the Crusaders. That'll back them up a little bit, and it'll repeat second down. 34-20 now. Centralia leads that contest in the fourth. So, a little bit of a better field position if you're the Collinsville Kahawks. The handoff goes to Strong, and Strong goes over that left side and gets back up to the line of scrimmage, and then he's brought down. So, it'll bring up a 3rd down and about 16 to go for Althoff. But the clock is not on the side of the Collinsville Jayhawks right now as we're at 4:15 and counting.
No, and at this point in the game, Todd, I mean, poor Collinsville guys are, I mean, they've given a valiant effort, but it's just time to sort of let this clock run out and regroup, and hopefully everybody's healthy and see what happens next week, right?
Yeah. You know you have a game next week, that's for sure. Got to try to shake this one off and get back to action next week and hopefully win out. That'll give you 6 wins. Here is another handoff to Strong, and he'll get across the line of scrimmage this time. It'll bring up a 4th down and about 12 after they finally set it down. And we're going to go ahead and have a Collinsville timeout. So the Jayhawks will take a timeout. That'll be their first timeout here in the second half, so they'll have 2 more which to work with. We'll take a break, and we're back after this timeout on the Jayhawk Sports Network.
Chapman Trucking, LLC. Chapman Trucking is a local Collinsville business owned and operated by 1994 Collinsville graduate Christy Chapman. With over 10 years of experience, Chapman Trucking, LLC can take care of all of the heavy lifting when it comes to hauling aggregate materials such as sand, driveway rock, dirt, boulders, and more. That includes getting your heavy work equipment to your work site where it needs to be. Give Christy a call for a free estimate at Chapman Trucking, LLC, 618-960-9346, or online at chapmantruckingllc.net.
Back here at Kahok Stadium, 3:34 left to play here in this fourth quarter, 38-21. Althoff looks like they're going to hang on and win this game, but we got 3.5 minutes to find out for sure. Crusaders are ranked number 6 in the state of Illinois in Class 1A ball. And if we join the South 7 Conference, we're going to see these guys every year. A punt will give the ball back to Collinsville. It's going to head back toward the end zone. Picked up by Isaiah Gordon. He gets out of the tackle of Zimmerman, comes upfield with it across the 40, and then he's going to run into his own bench right about the 44-yard line, and that's where Collinsville will start at their own 43-yard line. 3:18 left to play here in this fourth quarter.
Big block by number 10, Roland Arms there. He buries a Althoff cover guy. So, yeah, nice return by Gordon.
That was brave by Gordon to pick that ball up.
It was. He's, but, you know, I've watched that kid grow up. He's never been afraid. That's for sure. And he was the beneficiary of a nice return there. He's had a great game.
Yeah, because either that or Althoff was going to touch the ball up, and Collinsville would have been pinned deep in their own territory. So Gordon said, why not pick it up and see if I can do something with it, and he did.
Yeah, so now it's time for Hail Mary, onside kick, Hail Mary. Right?
Yeah, pretty much. 3 wide receivers far, 2 near. Now McIntyre will come into motion. Pennell back to pass. He's in a little trouble. He steps out of it and does a nice job with the stiff arm. Throws the ball on the run. Has Rogers Parrott over there on the far sideline. He'll be about a yard short of the first down. He's pushed out of bounds, which will stop the clock with 3:04 left to play here in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, he turned to try to get some yards after the catch, and Charleston Colden was right there like a brick wall. He wasn't having it, so here comes Collinsville, no huddle.
49-yard line of Althoff is where the ball sits. Here is the snap, and Pennell goes back to pass, throws it down the middle, and I think that ball was tipped.
Yeah, intended for number 1, junior Chase Reynolds. Ball was behind him, certainly could have been tipped. That's going to stop the clock with 2:51 left.
Well, they didn't give Rogers Parrott as much room as I thought they did on that catch. I thought it was going to be a 2nd down and 1, but they backed him up a little bit. Looks more like a 3rd down and 3 now. Pennell in shotgun. McIntyre the lone running back, but I don't think they're going to run the ball. Throw toward the sideline, caught by Chase Reynolds. Reynolds has got some room up the sideline before he gets pushed out of bounds by Strong, but that's deep into Althoff territory. Collinsville will have a first down from the Crusaders' 26-yard line, but as we mentioned earlier, the clock not in Collinsville's favor. 2:44 left to play here in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, nice throw and catch by Pennell and Chase Reynolds. So here comes Collinsville.
Now you got to go to the end zone.
Got to take some shots.
Yep. 3 wide receivers far. Here's the snap. Pennell back to pass. He throws the ball to Chase Reynolds. Reynolds has got some room, but he'll get taken down at about the 12-yard line. Clock will continue to move as soon as they set down the chains. And Collinsville trying to play a little hurry-up offense here and get all set up before they have a chance to run off much of that time.
Yeah, Collinsville looking to score quick.
Brunell in shotgun, goes back to pass again. Steps up and runs almost into somebody, throws on the run, and it's intercepted in the end zone by Hill. And Hill
He's
is
gone.
on the run, and no one's going to catch him.
You're not gonna,
Oh,
baby.
man, that was a big block there by Strong. They're going to throw a flag on that play. I don't know if they're going to call it a block in the back, but Chris King, or excuse me, that is not their 76, our 76. Corey Patton got his bell rung.
Oh, boy. Strong just laid some serious. Yeah, Corey Patton's down on the sideline. That was a massive hit. Looked like it was sort of on the side. I don't know if they're going to call it block in the back or if they just.
Yep, they're going to call it an illegal block in the back.
Number 59 for Collinsville. Jack Shepard's hobbling up the field at this point.
So they'll mark it down from the spot of the foul, which was the 50-yard line. Let's not get any more kids hurt.
Oh, that's just it. I mean, at this point, we've got Kohler on the sidelines. Corey Patton's trying to gather his thoughts at this point. Jack Shepard's down.
Althoff has the ball, but they'll have it at their own 40. Hill was gone, man.
Oh, he was gone. Credit Corey Patton.
I didn't even watch him after the hit. I just kept on.
Credit Corey Patton for making pursuit, but my goodness.
Man.
Was that a hit?
That
He's
was
up walking around, though. Good for him.
That was a major league hit. There's a handoff that's going to go to Strong, and Strong is going to get knocked down in the backfield by Tongay, and I think Tongay had him wrapped around the ankles, and Devin Habermill came in there and gave him a wallop. 1:50 left to go. Clock continues to move. It seems like Collinsville is not going to call any more timeouts, so they'll just let the clock run here. And
it's like Centralia won 43-28 as a final.
43-28, man. We beat Centralia earlier in the year, so that bodes well for us if you do that math. Althoff, minute 25 left to go. And they're going to wait for that play clock to get down to 1 second. They do, and Strong gets the handoff. Excuse me. Comes over here to the right side. Excuse me. Got a frog in my throat.
Strong the ball carrier.
Strong out of bounds. That's going to stop the clock.
1:10 to play. Third down and about 3 to go for a first down. They got to get to exactly to the 50-yard stripe.
Well, like you said, you know, we just at this point want to get out of here with no other injuries and tip your hat to Althoff for a great second half and regroup and get ready for next week.
Long drive to Marion. I was just there a few weeks ago down in Heron watching my grandson play, so I'm familiar with the drive already, that's for sure. Here is Hill. He's just trying to protect the ball, and he'll go forward and get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about it. Under a minute to go.
We got the ball back, but I think they're going to say they blew the whistle.
Probably. I would imagine so.
Timeout Collinsville.
Jayhawks take the timeout.
Yep, we'll just keep it here for this one. 53 seconds left to play here in this fourth quarter. Well, we always talk about it, Dr. Chris, at every halftime we talk about halftime adjustments. And today it seems like Althoff made the correct ones, and Collinsville, they kept trying to go with the same game plan they had in the first half, and it didn't really work out well.
Yeah, that's certainly the game of football. I mean, it's just a lot of people don't realize that it's not like baseball where you get the same, you know, plan of action the whole game for 9 innings. Football is first half. You see what works, what didn't. You make adjustments. And whatever Althoff did, the tale of the two halves, in my opinion, was we won the battle at the line of scrimmage the first half.
Yep.
They won it the second half.
Yep.
And that was really it. And a couple turnovers. We lose the turnover battle. Makes for a unfortunate recipe for your K-Hawks.
Althoff doing a pretty good job protecting that ball. 4th down and 3 for the Crusaders. Here's the snap. Handoff is going to go right up the middle, and they will not get the first down, so Collinsville will get the ball back with 48.7 seconds to work with.
Collinsville's offense will come back on the field. I would think that you would just take a knee and let this thing run out to prevent injuries, but we shall see.
Yeah.
Jayhawks take over on downs.
So 1st and 10 for Collinsville from the Althoff 48-yard line. And we'll see what Coach Rhodes and the coaching staff have dialed up here.
Well, they're going to put Pinnell back in shotgun, it looks like.
Yeah. 3 wide receivers over here on the near side, but the throw is going to go to KJ Thorpe-Swat on the far side. Puts on a nice spin move, gets out of that tackle and gets it across the 30-yard line, and the clock will stop with the chains moving, and Collinsville will have a first down from their opponent's 28-yard line with 40.4 seconds left to play here in this one.
Yeah, good ball to wide out Thorpe-Swat. He makes a nice spin move to gain a good chunk of yardage, and here comes Pinnell and Collinsville.
Again, 3 wide receivers near, 1 far, and it's the near side that Pinnell's going to throw to, and he had Chase Reynolds open, but threw it over the wrong shoulder unless Reynolds got turned around.
See, we've got another guy down on the field now. Ah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, that looks like Edwin Kircher once again. So, another injury, and it's exactly what you don't want to see in the waning moments of a game that is going to be lost here. So, both teams out there taking knees and getting a little bit of a water break while they are, and we have an injury on the ground, so we will take a timeout as well, and we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Lottie's Cafe offers food, cocktails, and gaming in a great atmosphere highlighted by fast and friendly service. Lottie's Cafe also offers a unique menu that features soups and salads, sandwiches and paninis, pizza and flatbreads, appetizers and desserts, as well as breakfast. That's right, we said breakfast. Unique breakfast items such as a breakfast stromboli, a breakfast BLT, and breakfast burritos. Lottie's also offers creative cocktails, a wine bar, the coldest beer around, and a video gaming area for those 21 and older. And don't forget the Lottie's Cafe gift certificates. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Check them out online at lottiescafe.com, on Facebook, or in person in the Strip next to the Walmart Neighborhood Market. Or call Lottie's Cafe at 618-223-8256. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem.
Back here at Kahok Stadium, Kircher comes off of the field under his own power, so that's nice to see. I'm guessing he maybe got the wind knocked out of him because he was out there wiggling around on the ground. And you ever had the wind knocked out of you, man? That's what you do. You're like trying to catch your breath and you just can't.
I have, unfortunately.
Oh, I think everybody has once.
Hopefully that's the he just went down on the bench, so hopefully he'll be okay.
2nd down and 10. Sideline throw once again to KJ Thorpe-Swat. He gets out of a couple of tackles and another tackle and still has the ball, still moving forward, and gets taken down to about the 10-yard line. We're down to the final 15 seconds left to go. Collinsville does have 1 timeout left, but we have another player down. Ryan McIntyre is way back in the backfield with his helmet off. So the clock is going to stop on the injury. Not sure if Collinsville was planning on using that final timeout or not, but now they don't have to. It's going to be first down and goal from the 9.
McIntyre's being helped off the field by a member of the training staff.
He's walking under his own power, and
he is, but
he looks more dejected than anything. I guess he maybe got his bell rung.
I think so. He looks a little discombobulated
a little
here.
Dizzy. All right. Collinsville has another crack here to get at least one more score on the board. First and goal from the 9-yard line. Zay Norton, the running back, as Pinnell goes back to pass. He gets flushed out, rolls out to his right, throws on the run, and he dropped ball. And I believe that's Rogers Parrott down there in the end zone. And looked like for a minute he was rolling around. That's KJ
Thorpe-Swat. He's limping off back to the huddle, it looks like.
Stops the clock with 4.7 seconds left, so Collinsville has enough time for one more play here.
Well, looks like they're going to keep trying to score here. At the end of this game, McIntyre's down on the sideline over here, so This should be the final play here, Todd.
KJ and Rogers Parrott over on the far side. Nelson and Reynolds over here on the near side. Zay Norton, the lone running back, but here's Pennell getting flushed out of the pocket again. Rolls out this time to his left. He's got some room, and he's going to go in for a touchdown.
Yeah, good for Darren.
Right as the clock struck 0.
Yep. Well, Coach Colton Rhodes kept our guys out there. Probably a lesson in toughness and fortitude. Ended up with a touchdown to make it 38-27. Collinsville looks like they're going to they're just going to call the game here.
I guess. Really, yeah, there's no sense in kicking the extra point.
Right.
Or going to the field goal. So that's going to be the end of the game, and Althoff will win this one 38-27. Thank you very much there, Dr. McCluskey, for hanging out with us. We appreciate it. We'll see you up here in a couple of weeks.
Thank you, Todd. It was fun. I look forward to coming back. Thanks, sir.
All right, man.
Appreciate it.
That is Dr. Chris McCluskey. A big thank you to Glenn Woodcock over there running the camera for us today. And now it's time for the post-game show brought to you by LC's Pub in Caseyville. LC's Pub, great food, great drinks, and great service served up daily at LC's Pub in Caseyville. 605 North Main Street, just up the road here from where we are at the Kahok Stadium. If you want to call in for a carry-out order, now would be the time to do it before they get busy. 618-855-9007. We'll talk things over with offensive coordinator Drew Cordes during the LC's Pub postgame show. That comes your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahok fans, before, after, or even during Kahok games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus, they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahok games live, as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carry-out orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahok fans' pub of choice.
The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org.
Looking to buy a new home or sell your current home? Trust the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty with all of your real estate needs. The real estate market is hot right now, and you can trust the years of experience the Blaylock Group brings to the table. The Blaylock Group can help you find your dream home, or they can help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today at the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty, 618-780-4622. That's 618-780-4622. The Blaylock Group of eXp Realty. Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahok fans, before, after, or even during Kahok games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus, they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahok games live, as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carryout orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahok fans' pub of choice.
And we welcome you back into the LC's Pub postgame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. Collinsville falls tonight 38-27, and they drop to 3-3 on the year. Althoff improves to 5-1. They'll be taking on Mater Dei next week, while Collinsville will travel to Marion. Joining us now is Collinsville's offensive coordinator, Drew Cordes. Man, Coach, I tell you what, Dr. Chris and I talked about it a lot up here today. This was one of the biggest discrepancies in the tale of two halves, if you will, that I think I've ever seen. You guys controlled the line of scrimmage in the first half. You ran some good plays. You got some good yardage. You got some good scores. They kind of flipped the script on you there in the second half, and they controlled the line of scrimmage.
The first half, we did everything we wanted to do. I mean, if we don't fumble there, that was the only time that they stopped us, and that was it. I mean, it goes back, like, sometimes you have to make plays. I don't know how many times, like, we're going to be there to make a play on defense and we're going to drop an interception or we're going to miss a tackle. I mean, I think if we step up right there, and we were schemed perfectly, we have to step up. We got to make plays. We go into halftime 21-7, nothing. You don't know what's going to happen. You come out, score 28-7, they quit. That's just how it goes. But when you give them the momentum, then they get us a stop. They go down and score. They've got everything that they want to do. They're down one, but, I mean, essentially it's a tie game because you knew that wasn't going to be the end of the scoring. We just had to make plays.
You guys, both offense and defense, man, later on in the second half just looked gassed.
It just looks like, they're really talented. They're really big. They got, 6-7 players that pretty much do everything for them. And, I mean, when you're D1 talent, big Power 5 talent, sometimes talent just takes over in a game like this. And, I mean, we haven't seen a running back like 10. We're probably never going to see another running back like 10 around here. I mean, they had really big, strong, athletic defensive linemen that were giving us problems in the trenches when we needed to step up and make plays, and it just seemed like they just beat us. And they didn't really make any super adjustments. We still could have got what we wanted. We just didn't execute. They were beating us up front, and we didn't really have the answer to stop them.
Yeah, you guys had some running room there in that first half. They were opening up some pretty good holes for Darren Pinnell and Ryan McIntyre, and you guys exploited those pretty well. But those holes, they just didn't exist in the second half.
Yeah, they were starting to pinch a little bit, but again, that's nothing that we can't handle. Every team tries to do that. Every team makes adjustments. We got to be better. We got to make sure that when they try and pinch, that we get them out of there. And it doesn't really help. I got to give a shout out, man. That number 5 plays his butt off.
Oh yeah, sure did.
He was getting hit a lot. He was running for his life. I know he's under the weather right now. He has no energy out there, but he's still giving everything he's got out there, man. Like that kid fought. You see 24 fighting until the end, and that was great. That's the kind of stuff that you really got to look for in a game like this. Obviously we got to correct the mistakes that we had in the second half, but first half looked really good, second half looked really bad. Just can't give up, and just the eye test tells me that there's at least 2 that didn't give up. I'm sure there's a lot more. So we gotta come back ready to fight. Everything's must win now.
Oh yeah,
you can't go 5-4 and expect to make it anymore. You got to go 6-3, guarantee a spot. We got 3 losses. We can't afford anything else. Okay, we gotta get back on the track.
I hope you guys don't get hit by the injury bug, man. We saw Darren Pinnell get hit a couple of times. He was looking a little rough, as you mentioned. Ryan McIntyre went down here at the end with an injury. Kircher went down with an injury. KJ was holding his right wrist there for a while with an injury. Kohler went down. So got to nurse these guys back to health.
We got to nurse them back to health. SI and Amanda are going to have their work cut out for them this week, that's for sure. But we trust them. They're gonna do what we got to do. Losing Thomas Kohler is going to be tough. Hopefully we get some good news on that. Saw him on crutches. Hopefully it's just a little swelling and there's nothing wrong with him because he's the heart and soul of our offensive line. He's a 3-year starter both ways. That's one that we can't afford to lose. But next man up. Yeah. It's not like we can change it if he's hurt. If he's hurt, we can't change it. So we got to find somebody to take all those roles. If somebody's out, we got to be ready to step up.
All right, man. Thanks for the visit. We'll see you in Marion next week.
All right.
Thank you. And that is Drew Cordes, the offensive coordinator for your Collinsville Kahawks, as they lose here tonight by a final score of 38-27. They drop to 3-3. And as we mentioned, next week they will be heading to Marion to take on a pretty tough team that lost to Centralia tonight, though. So we'll see how that goes. As they mentioned, got to win out, man. You got a road game at Marion next Friday, and then you're back here for the final 2 regular season games against Cahokia and Triad. And Triad has really picked things up since they got off to a rough start, but Collinsville's going to have their work cut out for them, and I think the coaching staff will have them primed and ready to go. At least that's what we hope. Big thank you to everybody involved. Colton Rhodes for joining us in the pregame interview. Another big thank you to Dave Francis, the new bass fishing head coach, joining us in the halftime interview. Another big thanks Andy Sullins for taking care of the stats for us. Glenn Woodcock on the camera, and Dr. Chris McCluskey once again on the other microphone. My name is Todd Duke, and we're back here Monday at Kahok Stadium for a little Kahok soccer action. Waterloo comes to town. It's going to be senior night for your Collinsville Kahok soccer players. We'll be on the air whenever the JV game ends, and we'll be sure to be here to get you live coverage of the senior night festivities. That's what we have coming up for you on Monday. So until Monday, my name is Todd Duke. Everybody, have yourselves a fantastic rest of your weekend.